Take round 3 and the best of 2 ទៀត
the macro game well as well, knowing exactly when to roam,
ចូល
how
run
to
4
identify
បានបែរអស់
and in moments like this where they are
That's
aggressive, he has such presence. And the moment he gets taken out, look at what it takes, bro. Look at what it takes.
There's one kick.
But it's on the Hilda, right? And the trades were
And it took
so
like
much
3
better.
ultimates, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot.
Selena, I'm sorry, but like, I don't think. Is it safe to say that I expected way more from Sans on the Selena? But the Selena pick was definitely odd.
I don't know, man. I feel like the map got owned.
ចំណា VC មួយមុន
And Pico Shy.
ដឹងមិនម៉ែ
It's
ទេ
just
អូ
hard
ដេច
for you to create for
អសក់សាយ
from that as a mid layer that plays with the map pressure.
សសាយដាំស្បៃ
I just want to say for the people back
អ
at
ត់បាន
home,
ឡើង play off
the
ដូច
way
គាត់
we
មើល
pronounce
អូដេច
BQ Shy, I understand why
Hello,
they
I'm
didn't
here,
say
Sai.
Becky Shy, because technically BQ is
Mauវិញ
pronounced that way.
Bật
today,
line
so
clan
it
mau
doesn't
វិញ
make sense when we say Becky Shy here.
And I like
We'll have
Shay
to-
more.
Yeah, I like Shay more, but Shy, what?
បើថាអូននេះ roll ស្ទើ roll ណែ
Wait a minute.
No, that.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm talking about different Shay.
បាញ់ថា អូននេះវាស្ទើកន្លែងណាបាញ់មើលទៅ
Romer. You know which Shay that I'm talking about. Shay O'Neal. That's
បើ
not
រ
even
កមកនឹង
close.
ខ្លាំងគឺអាកៃរីសាហាវមក
So we're gonna take a look at the stats
Cái
here.
cái cho nó là khi bỏ
10-33,
về-
that's
về
just-
prime nhá.
Oh my goodness, this is Onyx we're talking about. This is the way that Onyx plays the game, the way
តែឥ
Onyx
ឡូវអា
dominates
សាន
their
វាលេង make
opponents.
play ហ្នឹងសាន
They got
តែឥឡូវ
dominated
សាន
and
ក៏អាចបន្ទោសវាបានដែរ និយាយទៅបើ roamer ខ្លាំង អ្នកផ្សេងខ្លាំងហើយ
I recall we were quite harsh on X Magic, but in this game, 3-0-5. Technically, again, even if you want to consider him still not so good, not too flashy, the fact that the game was so one-sided when it comes to control, I think that's the big issue right here, control, right? We talked about aggressive possibilities from both teams being available, but Na'Vi just simply had the tankier, more solid, more consistent front line, and because of that, Onyx could not contest ground. I mean, even when Kyrie went for the steal, he had to get past Becky Shy, dive past 2 members just to get to the turtle. When you have to operate on such urgency, it's hard to be precise. You know, when you're being kind of ushered away by this massive woman with a big axe.
Okay. I heard something different there, but yeah. This
What?
is
What?
Hilda versus CC, man. Like, can we talk about the CC more?
Yeah.
Like, is this more Ludwig's fault or the way the team plays the CC, or just Big Q Shy just don't want to play that
Like,
game?
so
I'm just
tiga.
gonna roam around, and there's
Okay.
nothing that the CC can do about that. And shout out to all the Navi players too, just kind of
តែ
following
សារ
Big Shy's game
មុនហ្នឹងខ្ញុំបែកខ្នងណា
Everything you mentioned earlier played a part
Đây mày
into this. I think
Okay.
the CC pick
Okay, đấy.
was
Mình
not
không
the
bay
best
non.
after seeing the Kalea, right? I mean, if there was no real
Hello,
lockdown
stay on
CC,
here.
then the CC would actually do pretty well. But that's why I said, is the Purify going to come out here for Ludpi? And he ended up still going for the Vengeance. In the end, with the lockdown that you have on Kalea, it was too much. And again, like I mentioned in the draft, when they picked up the CC, Hilda is already a good way to
We
kind of
own
stop
the-
CC. Like in lane, you can poke, but then Hilda just needs to get into the bush and then rotate.
Kind of
And
one.
she rotates much faster than the
ដឹក
CC.
មកបោះចូលបន្ទប់វា
Aims
ចំ
on
ធំ
the lane
សម្រាប់គេចូលធំ
of
សម្រាប់
the CC.
Clear,
If you
heal, run.
យក
if
ហើ
you
យ
kind
ខ្លាច
of
ក៏
brawl it
លុយ
out, then the CC might get something. But overall, there's no need to do so, right? That's how it's being played macro-wise. And am I correct that the CC was picked actually after the Hilda?
It was.
Bạn
It
phải nói
was.
ông phải
That's
vậy
why
đi.
it's wild. I thought that if they were that confident picking the CC into the Hilda, they would have a plan.
That's
Some
năm
way
down
to
perm.
force Bekusha on the
They got
Hilda
down
to
perm.
just stand there, you know, and like force the lane out. Some ganks maybe, but that is not what happened at all. That lane was kind of
នេះអា
left
តាគៀបនេះ
to its own
ធ្វើ
devices.
មកសក់
Speaking of devices,
Tôi là-
Devices.
yeah,
តែ
we
ប៉ា
got
ហ្នឹងឃើញ
something
នៅ
in our hand
កូរ៉េ
here.
គ្មានមួយ
Samsung Galaxy.
Which hand?
នេះ
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is apparently this is Elisa's and Eterna's.
Yeah. The side
It's
reporters.
Chefins now.
ទៅបើយើង
Whoa,
ចាំគៀប
okay.
Hey. Little way.
Awesome generation. If you want a game with auto win
នេះ
streak,
14
you know, no lags all day, just buy this, man.
អាហ្នឹងមិន
Snapdragon
3
Galaxy
4
A36
5G.
5G with the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 processor and up to 20 gigabytes of memory.
Yeah, and what I like about it is just the fast charging. Just
45
45 watt.
កាយរីខ្ញុំ
what do
អូ
you
កុំតន់បន្ទោសគ្នា
45 watts.
Oh, okay.
It's quick, fam.
Heard that differently, but yeah.
What are you hearing today,
feel
bro?
like you
I
say it
don't
off
know,
there,
man.
but
Maybe I have
I
to go to a doctor.
Yeah, you might have to. Or you
Restream
might
go,
just
Restream.
want to go and play with the awesome generation, with the games that you can play on this machine, you might think, hey man, can I have smooth performances all day?
Đang ngay châu là
MPL introducing Samsung Galaxy A365G equipped with a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 processor and up to 20 gigabytes of RAM with up to 256 gigabytes of storage. Play games without lag, 120 hertz.
You know what I noticed?
What?
The clock in this also includes the seconds. Have you guys ever seen this kind of thing in a phone?
What, your phone doesn't do that?
No, it's only 46, 49.
That's true. Are missing out, dude, because seconds matter, right? If there's anything you can pick up about time for Mobile Legends, it's that seconds matter, bro.
There you go.
You know, when you're trying to surprise someone at midnight, you gotta always like search it up. Here, you could just have it, and it'll show you the seconds.
Like Rico mentioned, there's no time to keep looking at your watch in the modern day, right? Get your phone out, get your phone open, and get into that Team Galaxy zone, bro. Because these people are watching on the front row. Galaxy zone, the aura.
Spicy bông nóng. Hello.
So
stay on there YouTube live bông đôi mẹ lắm lag up sâu smooth. Thì tiết lệnh ấy là sao nó bia chỉ plug in ra này. Mình ca bia bánh hạt.
I'm go home there.
Wait, when were you born? What year?
2000.
Yeah, you're Gen Z.
Oh, is that Gen Z?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're Gen Z.
Trong mong cá
I place myself as a non-Gen Z.
Can we move on?
Ní tập năm đòn phơm.
Please don't. I don't even want to move
Toàn
on.
chế phở nè.
What? Why
Tất
not?
tinh vô mà.
Well, moving on, you need
Your
some...
favorite segment though.
Yeah, exactly.
Pony brand.
CITV.
This is what I'm talking about. I was gonna say, moving on, you need a good shampoo.
Okay.
You know? It's actually haven't used a shampoo.
Birthday brother ខ្ញុំមួយបងណាមភារាហើយយ៉ា Happy birthday ភារាបងសំណាឡសុខភាពល្អនឹងធ្វើដំណើរសុខភាព
Yeah, I'm gonna pen and show. Bring this home.
Yeah, for sure.
But do you want this one or the one that Arashi has? I believe.
Head and shoulder អូនៅដក Head and shoulder ដែរ
It's me, Arashi.
You Head and shoulder ដែរ
Gotta make it look. This is the lemon flavored one. Actually, you know what? You don't think
It's the
lemon is
Mia
good.
flavor.
មានទៅមានយូរវិញ
Oh, sorry, what? No,
Interesting.
She's just the poster.
Yeah.
No,
It says lemon. It says lemon.
You don't like lemon, remember? You think it's overrated?
That's
He's
why it's
overrated.
មកផមានមីវាយ៉ាងនេះនឹងដល់គេខ
Please,
Hello,
hold on.
Tony,
This is, I'm
let's
not
do
joking,
ya.
right? Like, can we
Just
just move on from that? Please.
Well,
Red
obviously you want to
profile
move on as you can see right
đọc
here. We
ប្រៃ
got
ឡប់
the hair cam
Wait
by
a
Head and
minute.
Shoulder.
ចាញ់ Navi 02បានឡើង play off អត់
Right. That happened before.
Yeah, that's before.
CITB, ladies and gentlemen.
ហ្វីលីពីនសម្រាប់នៅសប្តាហ៍ក្រោយមិនលេង
I like head and shoulders.
For sure. Who doesn't?
អូងាប់ហើយសមមកកដោទៀតណោះហ្នឹង
It just works so well. And
អូអត់តន់អីទេអត់តន់អី
head and
អត់តន់អីទេ
shoulders
នេះ
is
ដល់
just
មកកាម
amazing,
គូន
bro.
ដោ
Like, it just gets you
នៅសល់
relax,
នេះ
Energized.
អូននេះ
ready
ស
to
ល់
just head to
មួយ
bed, dude. A good show,
No,
you know, a good shower
1 2
at the end of a long day.
Oh, for sure.
Can't beat it.
5
Mint or lemon?
6 7 8 9 10 ម៉ែ
And
10
so,
I
9
don't think
ទៀត
I can answer
Tọn ấy.
without putting myself.
ចាញ់លើកនឹង 2-0 ក៏អត់អី
I'll
ដែរ
say mint. I like mint more.
Yeah.
I also like mint. more.
BA Navi
course.
ស្អាត
Makes sense. Makes sense.
គេ
Oh my
sponsor
God.
នៅ MPL
See, the mint
KX
is,
បាត់ពេល
bit
បង
more
ឯង
refreshing,
ខាស់
I would
ដោយអត់
say.
មានអ្នក mention
But
សោះ
what else
វាយ
is also refreshing?
អូអាហ្នឹង
It's the free
គេនិយាយដែរ
WDP
និយាយ
that
ពេល
you guys can get. What's the WDP weekly
Back
diamond
ban.
pass?
ហើយ
You're
នឹង
watching
បិទ
MPL
កម្មវិធី
playing with
Head and
friends
shoulder.
to ranking up. Everything is
និយាយទៅ
hashtag.
sponsor គេមានតាម
Always
tier
GG or no.
ผมមកថាដូច present
GG
team
for
គេ
sure.
ត្រូវ
GG
មាន
for
អភិ
sure.
រក្ស
There you
ច្រើន
go.
និយាយ
With
ច្រើនអ
GoPay
ញ្ចឹងទៅ
games.
អាហ្នឹង
Get a free weekly diamond
sponsor
pass
ក៏អ
at
ញ្ចឹង
GoPay
នេះ
games.
នេះ
And
ធ្វើមិន
here's
ជា
how
គោលការណ៍
you
របស់
can
គេ
do it. Simply purchase a WDP at
មិនលុយខុសគ្នាហើយយើងប្រម៉ូទដូចគ្នាបាន
Scan
ណា
the code down there or download the app wherever you want, and you can join the flash sale during
អត់ទេចង់ឲ្យមានហ្គេម 3
time. I think it's 3 p.m.
Chẳng
all
មាន
the
game
way
3
through 6 p.m. Don't
Chẳng
forget
ai
to use
ôn
that
nick
promo
stick.
code shown during the MPL IDS15
តែ
live
ច្រើនអូននិចទៅ
stream.
ចឹង
The
ហ្
bonus
គេមមួយ
is
ស្ដាច់
5 diamonds
Stack.
exclusively for first-time top-up.
ហ្គេមមួយតែឃើញឆ្កេះ
WDP,
ទេ
I
ច្រើន
believe, is about.
យ៉ាមានភាគរយច្រើនណាស់ហ្គេម 3 បាញ់បានមើលហ្គេមបន្លែតែ set up
I mean,
stream
I don't know the diamond amount. I just know it's 26,000 IDR
Yeah,
in GoPay.
it's good value. Always good value.
Good
That's
value.
why
You
a lot of
get
people buy it.
Because you get extra promotions as well. And if you top up now and grab that new hero or skin, just get extra benefits. And of course,
it
it's
out.
always cheap. And more importantly,
វយអត់សូវច្បាស់ចឹងហ្មងអូតិចទៀតច្បាស់ហើយលេអី
Weird.
ព្រោះហ្នឹងវាបញ្ហា
You don't wanna
signal
do that.
របស់
You don't want to buy it in a shady,
our
place,
cards
shady
are way too
places.
valuable, dude.
Yeah.
It has our history, you know, our effort, our
plug in
stats on these
ព្រោះហ្នឹងវា
heroes.
ជា plug in
Some of that is
បើ person របស់
priceless,
free ស្អីក៏ free សុំឲ្យអា multiple
We're gonna be back
platform
here
ក៏ free
in, we're back.
capture screen ក៏ free
Game number 2 of,
កម្មវិធី live ក៏ free
if you haven't watched the
Dog
first game earlier, I suggest
មកណាលេង LL អត់
watch it because that was
ពី
a
មុនដែល
slaughterhouse for
លេង
another
Vari
nation.
LL Vari
They're
ឥឡូវ
getting their
ដួល
money's worth.
អត់តែ
Even
ប៉ះ
with this first game win, I would say if I were a Navi fan, I would be
ឥឡូវ
so
Vari
happy.
ស្រុកខ្មែរដួល LL ស្រុកខ្មែរក៏មានអ្នកគេលេង
You can see
មាន
the
អ្នកលេង
level. You
មើលទៅ
heard
អញ
the
មាន
Navi
អ្នក
name.
លេង
Maybe you
ឲ្យ
didn't see him, but you
ក្រុម
heard him for sure.
ប៉ុន្តែ roster ដោយការម៉ាស៊ី
I did
អាច
for a-
នឹង
for-
ល្អអត់
for a
អឺ
while too. For a while, it was pretty
ស៊ី
tough. But
performance ពីមុន
this
មិនអត់
again
ទៅអាច
is
ល្អ
a big
តែឥឡូវធ្លា
problem
ក់
for
performance
Onyx. On the red side,
Vậy
they
đó, vậy chứ?
always seem to have a tough
អូនិក
time.
គេអត់ធ្លាក់ performance ទេ performance គេនៅដដែលប៉ុន្តែអ្នកផ្សេងគឺគេ improve គេឡើងរហូតណា
See if they can
តែ
have
ពេល
a
ចឹងឃើញ
win on
ពួក
blue.
គាត់ឃើញដូចរៀង
Maybe they're
ថា
feeling
គាត់
blue.
សោយអីហ្នឹងតែពិតមែនទេ
Oh, feeling blue isn't sad? Because, you know, that's what they say.
ស៊ូ
That's
នៅ
the
ខ្លះ
saying.
អាចទៅ
Yeah, blue.
MPL qualifier ទេបង
The
អាច
sky's
មាន
blue,
មួយ
so
អាចមាន
they
មួយ
Oh, okay. So Sky Kings are blue like this guy?
But I thought they were yellow. Sky Kings, Onyx.
អត់ទេស៊ូបើសិនជាចាញ់
Sonic
ស៊ីយូ
Eagles.
ហើយសប្តាហ៍ហ្នឹងណា
Sonic
បើ
is
ឃើញ
blue. Right.
ทีม
But
Flash ឈ្នះ Galaxy
that's why-
2-0
that's why
ស៊ូ
when
អង្គុយ
I
ភ័យ
first
វិញ
saw
និ
their
យាយមែនណា
logo, I
និយាយ
was
លេ
like,
ង
why
ឯង
is it yellow?
ស៊ូអង្គុយភ័យវិញហ្មង
But then apparently Sonic isn't Sonic the Hedgehog. It's kind of like just their thing. It's like electronic sports. Olaraga Electronic, that's their name.
So is Sonic just not the
This is Onyx
hedgehog?
lore, by the way, for you guys back at home.
Yeah, is Sonic not the hedgehog? It's just so about Onyx?
Yeah, it's Onyx Brothers.
Yeah, the Onyx Bros. So the more you know, man, what you thought might not be what it is, right? And that's the
Right.
same thing with the drafts, man. What they thought, what Onyx thought was going to be the solution there, did not work at all in the AXP lane, which begs the question.
The mid lane.
Oh yeah, exactly. So especially now,
Alright.
are they going to have
Track and
so
speed.
much more pressure, so much more
អឺ
fire on
លឺ
the
សូថា
EXP
ថ្ងៃ
lane
25
versus
នឹងមានផាច់ថ្មី
Shy. He's just bringing
ជួយ
so much
25
more
ផាច់ថ្មី
attention
ហើយ
right
ការ
now.
ប្រកួត
I just want to let you know,
24
guys, that
25
Sans is currently still 0% out of Sicilian and Eve.
Yeah,
He is 80% out of 5 games with a Eve.
25 ខែហ្នឹងឯខែក្រោយហ្នឹង
Sicilian,
ផាច់ថ្មី
80%.
ពួកខែហ្នឹង
But Eve
ខែ
only
ហ្នឹងមានផាច់
40%.
ថ្មី
So maybe they need to go back to what works with Sans despite the accolades, but despite the reputation that Sans has.
Alright, we'll have to see, man. Because right now, the low he actually respects the fly. Now,
Okay.
the Jushin makes an appearance. And with the current
Okay,
meta, like how they were
South,
playing earlier with all that
Kali,
aggression, the Jushin can
South
be great,
had-
but the counters to the
South
Jushin are
range.
still
Cái này
available.
chơi
The
bền chó hay là
Sicilian,
bền chó
the
đó?
Eve, all these
Chơi
long
Suyu,
range
bắn
cleaver
vô,
tools
vô em xinh.
can make the Sushin's life quite miserable.
Chơi
And
Suyu
even
mà
in
vô.
particular, the
Vô cổ
slow
lên quá, chẳng
is
đánh
also
nhỉ?
something that kind
Cổ lên,
of
cổ
allows
lễ
the
này.
Eve to keep the Jushin at bay.
And also, fun fact, this is the first time ever Onyx on blue side has picked
បើកុំឲ្យយើងបានមួយដដែលហ្នឹងគេយកពីរមួយកាត់
Even on the red side as well.
ទី3ក៏បានចង់ឃើញទៅទាំងពីរបងគូប្រេងមិនព្រាត់មែនទេ
those three.
តែមិនដឹងថាបើទៅពីរមានអាគេធ្លាក់មើលបន្ទុក Mac
They
ឡើងដល់9លើ គេ8
finally
បន្
moved
ទុក
on
បាត់ហើយ
from that template that now
ឲ្យ
has
មែ
been
ន
read
ធ្លាក់
up
មក
by
វិញ
a lot of
ជាមិន
different
ការ
teams.
ងារទេ
Navi though will be the ones to take out the choice. They already picked up the Kalea, forcing Onyx to respond.
Rồi,
with a possible
cái thằng bạn
Suyo.
chói.
There you go.
Okay.
It was
Suyo.
completely ignored in game
Moscow
number 1.
Moscow ta let's go
Definitely
Moscow
quite new, letting the Suyo go completely. But
Madang.
goes and gets picked up. And
Madang counter
honestly, this
clear.
Juicin, it's good. It's not horrible. But we've seen that it's not as dominant as it was before, right? I mean, previously, before the nerfs, Juicin was just an auto win most of the
Moscow
time.
y
Most of
theo
the
của
time.
tranh
Now,
mùi.
there's still a way to counter it. Sicilian, Heave.
ឬគាត់ចង់លេង
This really isn't
Cecilian
as one-sided as it was before. Especially because now people have also kind of figured out that with the Sushin, right? As long as you win out in damage output, you know, you can be lifting people up, but when the people, when your opponents aren't dying and they're getting closer to
Mà mày
you,
Onyx
as a Jushin,
tranh,
you get pretty nervous, man. I've
cái
played
plan
it, bro.
AD
And
mày.
you gotta have good damage
Cho
to
bà ca
back
khôi
up,
dẹp nữ
your
nữ
your card
សុំ
control,
ប្រភេទ
right?
តែ
Your
នៅ
utility
ពេល
people
ដែល
more than a damage dealer. And now for Navi,
ខូច
they've
យ៉ាប់ចេញ
picked
បាត់
up a
ដួល
hero that can
ឬ
dive
សូរ
all
រូប
the
មក
way
ថា
in
ខូច
the
តាគី
back
អាច
line.
ចូល
So
នេះ
Onyx gotta be careful
Cho
here.
Onyx
They
đấu.
have to respect this and
Taki.
get some reliable crowd control.
And the
Which
fact
is the
is,
best
this is
esport
a
game in
different
the world
whole hero than a Hilda.
Ô, hợp đồng
The
này.
playstyle is going to be much different. Let's see
អា
if
ហ្នឹងវាតាមចំណូលចិត្តមនុស្សអាហ្នឹងយើងនិយាយក៏អត់កើតដែរ
can actually play this well after game number 1.
Good stuff though, by the way. Picking up the Phobius and batting out that late counter in the Hylos. Hylos has been one of the many ways to actually deal with the Phobius in lane, just because of DOT, winning out up against the Phobius to rotate faster too.
CC? No?
ព្រោះនៅពេលអ្នកគ្នាចូលចិត្តអី
Navi.
អ្នកគ្នាឆ្លើយអាហ្នឹងហើយ
Final ban right
នៅពេលអ្នកគ្នា
here.
អត់ចូលចិត្តអីអ្នកគ្នាអត់ឆ្លើយអាហ្នឹងយល់អត់ chẳng anh ấy
But the Phobia's in a lockdown. The Vexana is a
Tam
counter
cho
we
nó chất bom
always
mình đứng
see
chỗ chất
time
game
and
mấy
time
cái
again.
slide game nữa.
But recently, I feel like people are trying to counter this hero more so by
Và
kind of playing
highlight
around it.
ở đây
Kind of
highlight
get
clear
damage
nó
and
nè.
kind of burst him
Highlight
down. He's kind of
căng
isolated in the
có
backline.
sao pi
Instead of trying to find ways to
pi
lock
cốt
him
xe là
down.
pi số mà thằng bùi tu thằng ta cái mình đòi Avatar này.
So they ban out here. Another EXP lane with a lot of sustain that can kind of be a problem for the Phobias.
Thôi
They
nha là
want Onyx to pick up CC. They
Why
went
not?
up against it just earlier in game number 1.
Cái sao nó
It
chờ
wasn't the best, so they're basically challenging Onyx to go for the same pick.
Hey,
Sorry,
the thing is, it's Phobias right now. It's a different hero than Hilda.
But it's still Kalea. It's still the lockdown that could
Là CC
present
bạn lên
itself.
mùi
And I think for Navi,
chói
they're
mày
thinking, even if you go Purify, we'll have the damage to back it up. So you need Vengeance, but you also need Purify. So basically, don't pick CC.
Giờ tới
Kind
CC
of
bạn lên
giving away that
cùng
pick
lên
for
CC bạn
sure.
lên
Not for Onyx though. Do they
But
want
let
to go and ban another mid laner?
Farsa?
Yeah, or Sicilian, right? As we were talking about earlier, spammable bad impacts to clear. Aurora, actually. So they're more concerned about the zoning. They want to make sure that they have a clear path towards the back line. But I feel like there's still some heroes can still serve the same purpose that the Aurora does.
Agree with you, especially the Vexana.
Yeah, we've been seeing the combos banned out by Onyx. In game number 1, after seeing the Kalea, they were the ones to ban out the carry. This time they don't think the carry's coming out, so they banned the Aurora. But yeah, 2 odd bans definitely from game 1 it was carry, game 2 was Aurora. The only reason I can think of for those 2 bans is it does well with the Kalea, right? It's a Aurora situation all over again.
Mới pop ping mới pop swag tâm đã khơi luôn này.
They just an Aurora ban to kind of shut down the Kalea's playmaking potential. Even if Navi goes for more burst damage, it can still be a valid answer. But no, they go for the balance right here. I'm guessing they're trying to deny a Lucas pick indirectly.
Go lên hero xuống lên ngồi chói cua tại chi Moscow
shoot kind of take Lucas out of the equation.
Okay, so far Valentina for X Magic as the crowd is just going wild right now. 4 picks, only 1 win for X Magic. So we are going to see if it's going to work out here for Coach Doe. The last pick for Navi is going to be the gold lane. Some of the options
xuống lên Bruno ta. Bruno đá đó. Ôi game vẫn lên Bruno đây này. Cà ri.
With a Kalia.
Trời, cà ri.
Perfect timing too, as they just picked up the Gato Kacha, right? So, I mean, we have been talking about the carry. We don't like to see the carry when there's no combo for the carry. But now that we see a Kalea right there, I can understand why the Aurora was banned in game 2, why the carry was banned in game 1. They know what Navi were setting up for.
They want an aggressive approach. They want to pick up potential there. And now, even if Onyx want to dive towards that carry and zone her away in the middle of the fight, the Phobias is in the way. And if the Phobias plays defensive, you think that Phobias is annoying aggressively. Wait till you face the Phobias defensively, man. He is deceptively annoying to get past.
Hello, cùng pu anh đi vậy cái up.
Absolutely pummeled Onyx in game number 1. But this is Onyx we're talking about. They are called Sky Kings for a reason. And they prove that the moniker is still there for them. Game 2 is beginning.
Will Navi get their first match win in Season 15? That's the big question here as we get into Game 2. Onyx back on the natural Onyx composition.
Alright, let's see how this plays out, man. Especially with Onyx respecting the playmaking potential. They're already going in immediately with 2 purifies on Sans and Severo. Evo is still rocking at Revitalize. This is a match
Vậy đó flash xuống tầng viên mũi ấy. Ở ai lang tầng phi hay còn ai lẹ tầng phi này. Đặt kia lấy free agent hay kia rumor tha có từ đi. Từ ổn định đầu.
No issue there. Keyboy with the tenacity and the firmness kind of mean
Cellcard cái lìa thử. Master Assassin
is the one with Inspire. So look towards him and get the fight started, especially on the right members of Navi.
Trời ơi,
Master Assassins on the cold lane, so we
CI.
can't expect this player to be very aggressive in their own game.
Từ rồi. Út phải làm chiều. Long hai pri.
What happened there? Level 4 was on Kyrie either. Still level 3. But it's won by Navi.
យក next through game អី
They have the AoE and the healing.
early game ថ្មីមួយកលៀប្រយស្គាល់កលៀឡើងឈាមសាហាវណា early
HP plus about 10% of your max HP on that Kalia passive. So Card is swinging the tides in favor of Navi.
early game គេពីយកបានមួយគេយកបាន firm
Now Onyx, they gotta be a bit more careful. They have to take the 1v1 fights, the small skirmishes, and a full on like 3v3, 4v4. There's a chance that Navi can take full control.
Okay, for Unshy, for next magic now, it's a level for Navi. Can they do it this time? After the mishap in the one game earlier. Whoa, Kyrie. 3-man caught there. Caught him to flick around. PQ Shy with the infill pursuit. That's a lockdown with a fish crack on Aether. Very low and oh my goodness, this is not something that you see ever in MPL Indonesia. Navi winning it out 55-45 against Onyx. This is the first time in season 15, I think, that Navi has won an audience prediction. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. 55-45 against Onyx. Just goes to show you that game one was that close. And to back to the PQ Shy earlier. I don't want to get ahead for myself here, Rashi, but there was like Kirk Tyron level of flicker play, man. Just for the play alone.
I mean, the fact that Onyx was also grouping up, not respecting the potential for that engagement come through. That's something they can't do, man. PQ Shy already has such a convincing look in game number one. I feel like Onyx really have to start the fact that he is one of the more consistent engage or aggressive people here, aside from Cars. Because technically with Cars, you can kind of still respect in the middle of a big by PQ Shy there. Maybe a bit more difficult, but this, whoa. Aether is 2 levels down.
ខ្ញុំព្យាយាម search មើល solution ហ្នឹងនៅក្នុង thread plugin page ណា search មើលទៅវាអាចមានបញ្ហាហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងហៅមើល solution ខាងហ្នឹង
Oh, that looks very decent for Navi, but unfortunately Onyx just capitalized on the fact that they were grouping up in front of Ludpi.
វាយអត់ត្រូវថ្ងៃគេដល់ណាគេសតតែស្តាន់ទេដល់ពេល5ត5យើងវាឆាស់គេណា
On top of that,
Navi ព្រោះស្អីគេមាន crowd control ច្រើន
The fact that he doesn't really do a lot of big AoE damage in a fight kind of limits the approach that Navi has. Shiva can definitely melt someone down right now, but in a big team fight like that, with so many members participating, maybe the fight will really start favoring Samira.
Gotta wait for the items for Shiva.
គេស៊ូនៅ flash អត់ដឹងទេនិយាយទៅសប្តាហ៍នេះខ្ញុំ2ថ្ងៃ
That's what happened earlier.
add on ហ្នឹងវាជាកម្មវិធីបន្ថែមទៅលើ OBS
Cars didn't go for that one.
តែនេះគេហៅ plug in អូយលុបពីយ៉ាលុបពី2ដងកន្លែងទៅថលមិញទៀតណាលងបាត់ណាបាយគេអូសមួយចូលទៅជ្រៅមួយទៀតគេពាំងឲ្យចូលបាយ2-1 2-1នេះ
2.3k goal lead up front
ដល់
against Navi.
Ủa kìa tranh game mũi nó sai ghê.
The situation
Styro
hard
Phạm
for
Thái.
Navi here. They wanted to have that early game control. They wanted to use the phobias, but due to unfortunate circumstances, Beaky Shy now falling behind. Lutpi is the one that looked shaky in game number 1, but in game number 2, with the team fight hero that he was really all that known for, he's making
ប្រែស្មៃអាហ្នឹងប្រើ skill ទៅលើ enemy ឡើងឈាម
Aether is 0.
trigger ទៅលើ enemy hero ឯងអត់
This
មានទេ
is mostly has to do with the fact that Lutpi is
Cái
there to always
No.
intercept him. But he's trying to make an
ហ្គេមនេះ
engage.
sale ទៅសាប្រូមិនងាប់ទៅសាប្រូមិនទាំងអស់និយាយមែន
He's not farming
អ
well.
ត់តែសាប្រូមាន
either,
season
by the way.
ឈោបាញ់ងាប់
Lutpi
ទាំងអស់
has more gold
គឺ
than
សិត
he
ស្តាំ
does
ស្បាយលេង
at
យក
the
មែន
current time.
Yikes.
So, man, Onyx
Cho
are
mình
gonna
cho.
try and push this advantage
Aha.
even more. They have the solution. They can
កាសនេះ
be
ហ៊ានចូលចាប់
like
គេ
this.
ចូលចាប់ដែរ
Oh, Aether getting the full stash. Let's find beats coming down as well. That's
Look,
what
Lupin,
taking
Lupin,
out
Lupin,
Kimo
Lupin,
fall
Lupin.
as well. Sans walking down to SOD. So
Whoa.
ready, Sans person forced to use the Crimson
មក
Beacon.
លុពីបាទចុយ
And you
ខ្លួន
can
នឹងយ
see
ល់
the firepower.
បើអត់វាយ
of
លុ
Navi
ពី
when
អាលុពី
Steven
មេ player
gets the
វាយលុពី
necessary
មក
setup.
This might be a eureka moment
Ta
for
đấy.
Navi. This is the
Đánh tà
formula.
rôm.
Get the
Rôm
guy
experience.
without the
Mà chân đánh.
purify. The Badang is there for you to burst, and you have a carry, and it works.
Mike error ចុយ error គេ
Consider the Onyx
Hello,
were
hello,
able to
hello,
get
hello,
the turtle, but again, at what cost? They were sacrificing members one by one, funneling them right into Shive's DPS. With that fight, he's actually secured that golden staff. Not at the box with Trinity yet, but he's
Okay.
pretty close. And Navi has kind of gotten
ឆែកមើលសលេង
control over the map back for
Có này
now.
không? Biết
The
được
gold
cái này.
lead still is in the hands of Onyx, but they gotta be
ចិត្តមើល
careful
ទៅ
on
ក្នុង
how they want to engage.
OBS
They had a
មិនសិន
good
ទៅ
ក្នុង OBS វាដាក់
ទៅ
They gotta stick to it,
អ
man.
ត់អីចឹងហ៎
Play for Shive, man.
ឬ error signal ម្ដង
Consider the top turret here, also the bottom
No
turret.
internet.
available.
No.
Does he want to go for more? The answer is going to be.
អ៊ីនធឺណិតទៅ
He's still
Không
waiting
bật
on
បើ
it.
សិនជាធ្វើអាហ្នឹងវានៅពិបាកប្រហែលជានេះ
Someone was waiting
Để dự mình
finish you
làm
right
này.
there.
និយាយទៅរុញអា mic ហ្នឹងទៅកុំត
Yeah, Onyx has a chance to use the macro
អំពីអ
pressure
នដូអា
to
នេះ
try
ដល់
and
នេះ
equalize when it comes to
ស
control.
មមុនមកគិតថាគូ
Navi,
ណា
though,
ល្អមើល
I think
MPL
it's
គេ
very
គូល្អមើល
scary
ទាំងអស់
because, again,
ជាផ្សេងឲ្យតែ mic បោះ
purifies
ស៊ី
the
ស៊ូ
hands
ហើយ
of
នឹង
Sans and Severo,
flash
but
គួរ
often
30 គាត់
consider
ត្រូវឈ្នះ
the person that Cars is targeting is usually the frontliners that don't have the
កៃ
purify.
នេះ level 13 អានោះ level 11
Shiva is up about 1.
Gameនេះភាគរយច្រើនណាស់ Onyx ឈ្នះ
Against Salvero that's hasn't died once. 0-0-5. But
កា
4 kills
អីគេ
for Shiva. So this bodes well for Navi.
នេះតោះ
There they go, it's an all in again. It's not on a keyboy. Locked CC. X-Magic get up the kill. The best track will be able to lock him down.
អូគាត់ត្រូវមកដល់នេះវាយទាំងអស់40រងវាយទាំងអស់នេះចង់ទៅលើពុះសៀត
And that will be another SPQ's
Big
giant
ngọt
gets
luôn,
cut
bị ảnh.
down by Kyrie.
That is Onyx for you. This is the
និយាយទៅ
Onyx
ហ្គេម
that
ហ្នឹង
we used
ពីរ
to
នាក់ទៅ
see.
ងាប់រហូតនិយាយទៅ
Only one
គី
gun
បយហើយ
left
នឹងលុប
for
ពីរទៅងាប់ហើយ
Navi,
គេ
and
គេ
the
ពាក់លិ
holy
កម្ម
shield's gonna be popping off for Onyx. This has been a productive time for the Porcupines.
Flicker force
មិនមកគប់
Savero.
ចំជាងបាត់ចំ threat
What is he sitting on? So much damage.
Severo right now with the marksman.
និយាយទៅជំរឿសហ្គេមហ្នឹងយក
He's gonna
ព្រី
be
វា
outplaying way too much DPS for Navi to stand in front of him.
ប្របាក់លេងព្រោះលេងហ្នឹងគេសើ
They
មិន
had
ទេ
the right blueprint to win
គាត់
as
យក
well.
ព្រូ
And
ណូ
Onyx
មិនស្បាយលេង
finally
តត early
adjusted.
មក
One too many times they fought one, funneling one member only of Ether. Whoa!
Brave. Nah, that's
Brave
not
move.
brave. That's reckless. I'm sorry to
Jump.
say this.
អឺ
A
ធ្វើ
thin line for sure right there. Navi.
អត់ធ្វើឡើង
Again,
ចឹង
they
គេ
wanna
វាយ
have
ងាប់
that controlled fight, and they're allowing Onyx. They're allowing
Gary.
Lutpi to find those big engages.
Luôn pi.
And Severo, we talked about this man's Moskov. He's doing a
Navi
great job
roster
doing
all
extra damage
or
onto
multi team
Shive
này.
with the
Roster
spear of destruction,
Sao-
but
sao-
also
Navi
following
man.
it up, ensuring
Navi
that
nó roster bị chấn mà
marksman
bị team
duel
sẽ cái
in
này
damage
rebellion
output is won by the
rebellion
Moskov time and time again. Now with
Mike
the Lord in the
Lư-
picture,
សរសៃ
it's gonna be
ខ្ញុំ
too
បើក
many
ហ្គេមតិច
pressures for Navi to deal with reliably, right?
អូខ្ញុំបើក
Onyx
លេង
kind
ខាង
of
ពេក
force the issue
sorry
and kind of force them to react to too many things at the same time.
ណាហ្គេម
Not the greatest wave play for Navi, but here they come. The Porcupines is striking.
Lord in the mid lane with a big
ខ្ញុំ
charge
បិ
down.
ទហ្គេម
Shive
ពួកខ្ញុំបើកហ្គេម
trying
ខ្លាំង
to deal
មុ
with
ន
it. Another wave up top. Match defense already going to be propped in. As
ប៉ុណ្ណឹងលេងអីណាស់នេះខ្ញុំធ្លាក់ហ្គេម
Severo
តិច
walk back
កុំមក
still.
វា
Three
សូមទេ
levels down on the Suyo.
កាប់
Up against the Suyo. Lord cleared in the mid lane. Another wave in the bottom lane. Holy Defense not ready. Was already propped earlier by Onyx. They will deal with the waves here. And Onyx will just hover.
What was only 2k gold lead after Navi won the fight earlier, now ballooned to a 6.8, possibly more after this. This is
តើ
just
បោះតារនេះច្បាស់ណាស់វ៉ុយ
this is really bad for Navi right now. overall, and now they have a Moskov, they have the long lane plays here. But Aether once again, come on, man.
Gee.
Don't play with Onyx like that.
He's getting desperate for farm. Again, he is just struggling in the farm department. He had a Holy Crystal and it looked good, but that's only his second item. He's sitting on a Starlium and a Holy Crystal. On the other side, just for comparison, Kyrie has a Hunter Strike, a War Axe, a bit of despair, and a Malefic War. Alright, Kyrie's beating him by 2 items.
It's just not the way to go for Aether right now. You normally see even, at least in 1v1's Joy, it's gonna be having a better time against the Sudo, and now it's a different script. 7-1-3 for Kai as Aether tried his luck once again, and Kyrie still getting that one.
Here's a big question, man. Is it Geekable? Navi seems to be going for that hold angle, but they have a Valentina. They have a Phobius. Later on, maybe Aether can scale up really well with the items on the Joy. But really, they're only relying on Shive being able to melt someone down and stay alive. That's the big problem here. He can melt someone down, but can he stay alive after?
Whoa, Aether jumping in.
Ow!
Aether taken out. Needs one more Lantern Flare. PQ Shy falls as well. Cut down by Kyrie. I don't know if that was a bait or he's just trying to give his life to Onyx. Seriously, it's 3 times by now.
He's just not respecting it, and again, it might be desperation, it might be overestimation of his mobility, but Onyx, they've seen it too many times, they're already prepared to punish it almost immediately here. Now without 2 members, Onyx are going to find a window to try and take out this turret.
Free Lord, Kyrie, soloing the Lord. And I agree with you, Chef. That was an initiation of opening from Aether.
058 is a KDA that you normally see on a roamer, on an Escalator. Someone that initiates. Are you initiating with a Joy? Is that the plan here?
It seems like he was trying to. Right now, Saveras has 2 items by the way, Malefic Gun and Wind of Nature. Let's see if Navi can defend.
There he's gonna go for the defend right now. There's damage over to Shiva. You can see from Savero now. Aether taking it very low. Even with the help of cars, it is not enough. An equalizer from Onyx to take it all the way to a game 3.
They're not letting them get their first win of the season. That was a 10k goal lead. By the time the match ends, it's equal. It's level now for the Porcupines.
Oh boy. We have a game on our hands right here, and now the going gets tough. Now the situation gets intense. Navi gunning for the first win. Onyx unwilling to surrender a defeat to Navi. The team that is standing at 9th place at the bottom of the standings.
That Joy is a super high skill ceiling hero, man. And even game 1, Kyrie struggled on the Joy. So it's an interesting move that Navi went for the Joy. Especially after this, I don't think we'll be seeing too much of Aether on Joy.
Might be, man. Maybe he has to stick more to the Hayabusa where it really worked. We've seen it work. And right now, the Joy is not enjoying his time here. 0-6 or 0-5.
What the fuck?
On that match, 0-6 as an assassin that farms off kills. As an assassin that can die freely in the back line.
Yeah,
this is not supposed to happen.
That situation does not bring joy, if you know what I mean. Man, it might as well be called grief at this point, because that was tough, man. Again, he was just down levels. He was down 2 items. The fact that Navi were able to find some kind of advantage, and then they lost it all. And the fact that the gold, I don't know where the gold was. The bulk of it is in the hands of Shive, I believe. Because even when they had the gold advantage, Aether was still so far behind. Remember, there was that one moment where he was trying to get this orange
Sound game
and he left it to group up with the
Boy, the first player to win match without use
that seems a bit
ultimate.
forced, my guy.
And I don't know if you guys can agree with me here.
Tomorrow, see you. My soon,
the frontliners of Navi is actually doing a pretty good job. So is it just all
game TP nó bị chain game trời.
I think that game we could definitely put, you know, we could definitely point our fingers at Aether. He was having a pretty bad game on the Joy. 0-5-8. You mentioned it. That's a stat we should be seeing on cars, not Aether, right? That should be something we're seeing on PQ side. The thing is, it's not like the Joy was struggling in the early game. it was a winning early game.
Vậy
They
tới
got
trẻ.
the first fight. It's a double on
Chào mừng.
Shiva. Yes, granted, Mr. Man did get punished,
Yeah.
but they got the turtle. They
Mới nè,
got everything they
xuống
needed.
3 game.
So he
Flash,
really should.
3
He
game.
had all
Út gì
of
họ.
the
0 ចាញ់
ways
2 ប្រកួត
to actually
តែ
do
ឈ្នះ
better.
Flash ឈ្នះ
He
2
had
ប្រកួ
all
ត
the resources
Flash
to
អាច
do
តាមបន្ទុក
better.
តាន់ទៅលើ 0
And
អាច
all
ធ្លា
the
ក់វិញ
factors there going for him, and he wasn't
អញ្ចឹង
able
គឺ
to
ការ
utilize
ចាញ់
them
ឈ្នះ
all that
ពីប្រកួត
well.
ម្នាក់គឺ
And the
ត្រូវ
fact
តែ
that they
កាត់សេច
kind
ក្តីពួកគាត់
of repeated the
ថា
same mistake
បើចាញ់
every
ទាំងអស់គ្នា
They had the
បើឈ្នះ
advantage,
ឈ្នះទាំងអស់
they
គ្នា
had the
អាហ្នឹងគឺ
pressure,
Flash ធ្
they
លាក់
were able to
100%
take over the fight,
តែបើសិន
and
ជា
yet they still allowed
Flash
Onyx
ឈ្នះ
to find ways to
0
punish
ចាញ់
Shiva
ប្រកួត
there.
អាហ្នឹង
I
គឺ
think they
គាត់
were
50 អាចធ្លាក់វិញ
aware of that win condition, the fact that they needed desperately Shiva to survive because he is literally one of the only
Trời,
damage
mẹ, xui
dealers
vậy,
in this
anh
scout
nhớ thì
ether,
Flash.
right? The
Thì
fact that
Sun
he was
never
the
win
only
CLU
damage dealer
in
and they
regular
allowed him to
season.
get picked off, and they were forced to go into that
ស៊ី
fight
សូន
and
win
just
CLU
give up
secure
kills.
play អត់
That
បង
happened more
គេ
than
ទៅខ្ញុំនិយាយហ្នឹង
once. And against
បើ
Onyx,
ឈ្នះ ឈ្នះ
once
ដូចគ្នា
is
បើ
bad
ចាញ់
enough.
ចាញ់ដូចគ្នា
Twice, yikes,
ស៊ីសូនឡើង
that's what
តែ
happened.
បើសិនជា
You know what I also
ស៊ីសូន
noticed
ចាញ់
though?
What?
តែ Flash ឈ្នះ
X-Magic so
Flash
far
នៅ
in
មាន
that
200
game
ឡើងវិញ
always
ហើយគេតាមបន្ទុក
pick the
ត
Crimson Beacon. Do you think as a mid laner yourself,
អ
Rashi?
ញ្ចឹងការប្រកួតគឺអង្គុយអត់មើលទាំងអស់គ្នា
the wise choice? Knowing that Savero is always there in the back line, you might want to go for Avatar of Guardian to get there, or
គេ
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think the
គេ
AOG
បើគេ troll
can
ឡា
be a
ពេលវលេង
great
ថៃ
tool
គេ
right
រៀល
there, especially if you can read into the
ម៉ាណា
intentions
Spicy
of
Boy
Onyx.
ម៉ាណា
Because then
Mythical
again,
Boy
it's
This
always
is
the
Key
back line,
Boy
look
flick
at
ជ
that
ន់ខ្យល់
synergy,
មួយ
dude. The engage by Lutpi and the follow up by Severo and the rest of the team is jumping on that prior target.
បងខ្ចី
And it
10
doesn't
ឡាន
matter
សិន
if
មក
they
ស្អែក
give
ស
up kills for it.
អូ
The
ខេ
moment Shibe falls, the fight is a done deal.
Flash
for
ធ្លាក់
Onyx.
ហើយមិនបាច់ឡើងទេ
We got our MVP here for sure.
Mày
It's
toàn
gonna be
đang cho mà
Kyrie.
sơn, cho mà
Yes,
sơn.
on the Suyo, 8-1 and 5.
MVP
Well played, Mr.
Kyrie!
Well played. But I think for the Valentina,
My
to raise the
God
question, it was picked more of a
This is
deny pick.
Kyrie!
It was picked as a way to ban
Mày
out
đóng
these
cái lĩa
big
kìa, nó
ultimate
bị
heroes
giỏi
from
sao?
keyboard, because I think the Tigreal would have been the choice. for
Grí
Keyboard
ban
in
vai
this
đỡ
game.
lý
So
à phê
many
lẹt đó bạn
angles
cho
of
váy
attack
cái đánh
for
chân luôn
the Tigreal. Again, that's a Phobia's
Thị
joy
trấn
and
ở
Leia. It's like a
Ether trôi nó
it's a
hiện
great
à cái này
Tigreal
siêu
game.
với
So it's more of like a here we pick
បងគិត
Valentina,
ថា
we can no
Midland
longer
Pro
go
រៀន
take.
Free
And
Fire
they
នឹង
went for
stick
Gato.
មួយណា make
So
play
there
ជាង
was no good ults to take.
Again, I still feel
Hey.
like playing it defensively
Ah,
could be the option.
Rin
Look
đi,
at
man.
Shibe.
រៀននៅ
Again,
អកឈូ
the
ហ្នឹង
way to kind of set up zoned out in the
Stick
back
គាត់នៅ
line,
fail position ច្រើន
they
ណាខ្ញុំ
required
មិន
him
ត
to
ន់ហ៊ាន
output
ថា
the
ដែរ
damage. Part of why the members of Onyx survived for so long right there is that Shibe wasn't allowed
Hello
to actually
fast
be
slow
active in the
stay
fight.
brother
And the moment Onyx find an
mà
opportunity,
bên này vui
a
tầm
small
thường.
window to jump on Shibe, they will
Bọn
take it
si-
10
si-
out of 10
si- xuống
times.
pi
They
max trong
understand
cái
the
pack
win
team này.
conditions and the
Ồ, mày
importance
ơi.
of locating him in the fight. And then
ស៊ី
he
ស៊ុន
purified
ពី
too,
ម៉ាច់
by the
ចុង
way,
ក្រោយ
right? I
ប៉ះ
mean,
មួយវ៉ាហាល់
The
ឡា
many times that we did
អើច្រឡំ
see Navi win,
Vậy ta,
even Shibe
nhưng
was
kèo nào thêm
free
mùi.
hitting, but again here you can
ខ្ញុំ
see the
ទទួល
CC
ស្គាល់ថា
lockdown
វ៉ាហាល់ឡា
from
គាត់មាន
Lutpi.
បន្
Look
ទុ
at
ក
this
តិច
boom.
ហើយមិនប្រកាសថា
That
Flash អាច
Shibe
បែក
just
ស្បែកឈ្នះវ៉ាហាល់ឡា
CC
ទេ
and
ប៉ុន្តែ
nice.
បើយើង compare ទៅលើបន្ទុកវ៉ាហាល់ឡាបច្ចុប្បន្នគាត់ចាញ់ច្រើនពេក
and maybe
អញ្ចឹងវ៉ាហាល់ឡា
I
ធីម
understand
ដែល
that
មាន
Warrior
advantage
versus
ស្មា Flash
Warrior
គឺ
when
ប៉ះ
you're
វ៉ាហាល់
laning,
ឡា
but
មាន200ឈ្នះវ៉ាហាល់
against a
ឡា
Badang, against
Rồi có
this
chef
much
Bison,
CCs coming at you,
có chef
maybe a
Galaxy,
top
có
boost
chef
would have been a
CLU,
better choice to
tu
swap
như
out
này.
in the mid game,
ព្រោះស៊ូនគាត់ខ្លួនជាងគេ
considering
ទី
they
1
don't
គាត់
have
ទៅ
a
ប៉ះ
purify and
CLU
only a flicker.
ប្រហែលមួយណាទី2គាត់ប៉ះជាមួយនឹង Team Mac ទី3គាត់ប៉ះជាមួយនឹង Pro
Aggressive potential
អញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាគាត់ចាញ់ CLU គាត់ចាញ់ Mac តែគាត់ឈ្នះតែលើ Pro តែមួយតែបើសិនជា Flash គេឈ្នះទាំងពីរប្រកួតឬក៏ទាំងឈ្នះទាំង3ប្រកួត Flash ឡើងវិញ
It's a little bit too much there.
អញ្ចឹងបច្ចុប្បន្នកាលស៊ូនគឺគាត់អត់ទាន់សុវត្ថិភាពដើម្បីឡើងទៅកាន់វគ្គ Play-off ទេ
Full stats here on what happened. Earlier was like 10:33, now
គេនិយាយអីក៏ត្រូវឲ្យតែគេគិតថាខ្លួនឯងរហូតមនុស្សមិនមែនចេះខុសណាបងមិនដែរចេះខុស
10.5k gold for Onyx. That was like prime Onyx.
ចាំថាពេលខ្លះរឿងខ្លះខ្ញុំមិនមែនថា
They definitely made the game seem
យកចង់
one-sided there.
បកែកទេ
And
ប៉ុន្តែ
I feel bad for
ខ្ញុំគិតថាកំណត់អ្នកដែលគាត់និយាយខ្ញុំមិនដឹងថាត្រូវឬខុសទេប៉ុន្តែកំណត់ខ្ញុំចេះវិញខ្ញុំចង់និយាយចឹងណាបើយើងបកែកថាខុសត្រូវវាមិនដឹងណាខុសត្រូវឬយើងមិនដឹងដែរ
So Onyx is forced to respect the moment that
Los
Becky
Kaido
moves up towards them. But as time goes on,
CLU
as Moscow,
គាត់
as
ចង់សម្រាកយូរ
Severo
ហើយ
gets more items, as Kyrie gets more
សង្
items,
ស័យ stress ហ្នឹង
slowly
ណា
but surely
សម្រាប់
Becky
ត្រេន
just
នៅ
becomes
season
so squishy. They were able to delete him immediately.
អា stress
That's why I was talking about
ត្រេន
Lucas,
ច្រើនហត់
man.
ហើយ
You
អា
know,
លេង
it's
ឈ្នះ
not
គេ
too-
មិនអា
They
ចាញ់
picked up the
អូយ
Phobius in
No,
this game. I thought it was gonna be
បើការសុំ roster player ខ្មែរសុទ្ធ top មួយ all roll
They picked the joy very early, right? But
all roll
for me,
all roll
maybe
សម្រាប់
they
ខ្ញុំ
could have gone Kaleo Obvious. If they didn't want to pick up Suyo, they could have just baited on
វា
to go
បាក់
Suyo,
ថា
right?
ដល់គ្នា
Go
មួ
Lucas.
មើលឥ
Why
ឡូ
I
វ
say
ម៉ែក
Lucas is because Lucas is
Dark.
so easy to
ជា
execute.
view
Yeah.
សិតតែ
And
ខ្មែរ
Abram
សុទ្ធ
has played it twice and has won in the early game
Wait,
twice
ឥឡូវខ្ញុំ
on
សុំ
it
ទៅមើល
too.
ទៀតខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថា roster ខ្មែរសុទ្ធមានតែ man team nữa ថា
You have Shive, having someone that can go through the CC of the Badang, the fist cracks of Onyx will be, I think, the way for Na'Vi to come back in Game 3. If they read into it, in that angle, I think we're going to see a very interesting Game 3. Because Trio is a problem, but it's not a problem that I think now has to be dealt with by just the bad.
What if Hala wins flat with a Lucas? No. Hala គឺជាអ្នកសម្រេចចូលវាសនារបស់ flat.
Match up 90% win rate for the Lucas. Naruto is better.
ធីមមកខ្ញុំអត់ដែរគិតត្រៀមធីមព្រោះខ្ជិលក៏ដាក់ត្រៀមធីមហ្នឹងពេលខ្លះយើងរើសអត់រើសគេទៅគេអត់ចិត្តតែយើងមើលរើស
What? Tarno.
ព្រោះណាមួយ player សិតតែល្អហើយចំណុចខ្លាំងចំណុចខ្សោយមានផ្សេងគ្នាមិនដែរបានមើល live បងត online ចប់បានមើលថ្ងៃនេះបាន free បានមើលយ៉ាអត់តចូលរៀនទេអត់ចូលរៀនទេបើពីអាចខ្លាំងដល់កម្រិត super friend អត់អូពីnot sure តែអូពីជាមនុស្សដែលមាន IQ ខ្ពស់ចឹងនៅក្នុង game flexible គាត់ល្អបើឲ្យដល់កម្រិត super friend ខ្ញុំមិនដឹងទេតែបើថាគាត់នឹងបន្តអភិវឌ្ឍខ្លួនឯងក្នុងនាមជា mid lane គឺមានតទៀតជាពិសេសការលេងត្រូវគ្នាជាមួយនឹង boxy ជាមួយនឹង detective បើគាត់3នាក់ហ្នឹងគាត់ណាស់វាទាំង5នាក់ហ្នឹង macro និង communication បង្កើនថែមមួយកម្រិតឬក៏2កម្រិត3កម្រិតទៀតធីមនេះខ្លាំងទៅ international ក៏អាចបាយគេបានដែរហើយយើងមិនមែនថាតែសើតែ CFU ទេធីមផ្សេងក៏គេកំពុងតែសង្ងំអភិវឌ្ឍខ្លួនឯងតែធីមខ្លះក៏ឆ្លៀតដើរលេងបាញ់ទឹកឲ្យសិនណាចាំមកអភិវឌ្ឍទេចឹងទៅ
Is it gonna be again we've talked about the skill setting all the time just give a high skill
បងទូស៊ូតលេង MPL ម្ដងតាំងកាលចុយណាទូស៊ូសាវរ៉ូអូក៏បែរមកដូចទូស៊ូមែនហាបែរ Ether
The way that Navi was playing,
ណែ
they weren't playing for the joy. Usually when you have a joy, you want to be playing for the
Ether
joy.
ចយឲ្យមុខស្រៀងទូស៊ូ
Have the joy
What the
follow
hell?
up, look for trades on the map, and then later on be a threat. But they played the joy like it was a Lucas. Again, someone that wants to just go for the objectives. Arashi already pointed this out. During the orange buff take, he left it for the neutral gap. Like, that's a Lucas thing. That's not a Joy thing. Joy would want to just stay there and farm up, maybe invade the enemy jungle over going for these objectives like that.
I was thinking like, oh, this is kind of like an improvement.
នោះនេះបើសិនជាចង់ download ជាមួយនឹង Cellcard app កុំភ្លេចប្រើប្រាស់ link នៅក្នុង live ខ្ញុំ link ហ្នឹងគឺគេហៅ link គឺមានឈ្មោះខ្ញុំនៅហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងប្រហែលជាក្រុមការងារគាត់ដាក់នឹងដើម្បី track មើលថា download ចេញពីខ្ញុំមានប៉ុន្មានអ្នកអញ្ចឹងបើសិនជាគាត់ប្រើប្រាស់ Cellcard កុំភ្លេចធ្វើការ download តាមរយៈ link នៅក្នុង live description របស់ខ្ញុំគឺ app Cellcard វាមានងាយស្រួលឲ្យអ្នកនរគ្នាដែរ
Because again, he was on Lucas, on the joy.
He was playing the joy like a Lucas, even in that final fight. He just went in.
He was moving in the front, and he was the one scouting as well.
There you go.
And that might be because of the limited mobility, right? For Na'Vi, if they send BQ Shy to the front there, he's gonna get caught, right? He has no way to escape, so they're forced to use the joy as a scouting tool. The Kalia.
កម្រងសារខាងគឺមាន2កម្រង MLBB $1កន្លះទូបាន56ពេជ្ររយៈពេល1សប្តាហ៍$6ខែទូបាន235ពេជ្រចឹងលេងបាន MLBB តែបើសិនចង់បានកម្រងដែលប្រើប្រាស់សេរីគឺ$1កន្លះរយៈពេល1សប្តាហ៍ទូបាន 15G ដើម្បីភ្ជាប់អាច download ជាមួយ Cellcard app link នៅក្នុង live description ឬក៏ចូលទៅកាន់ page Cellcard ទាំងអស់នេះ
Onyx can actually get it done in game number 3 or Na'Vi
នេះលេខ boxy sing detector រ៉ាខូចឆៃ
They're waiting. Nomination is waiting.
Cat God បច្ចុប្បន្នការកំពុងតែទទួលសម្ពាធមួយដែលជាសម្ពាធដ៏ធ្ងន់ធ្ងរគឺអត់អាចជំរុញឲ្យកីឡាករហ្នឹងគឺទៅមុខទៀតណា
Na'Vi dan Budi bersama dengan Na'Vi Nation.
Na'Vi itu fan rebellion.
Na'Vi Nation makin rame, makin heboh ya. Di sini Budi bersama dengan Mas Ji. Halo Mas Ji.
Halo Budi.
Gimana nih semangat
Skyline
Na'Vi Nation untuk
menyingsing
menyingsing minggu baru, awal baru mungkin untuk Na'Vi.
Skyline tuh cie mending kalau lebay ya.
Gimana ya? Rasanya seneng lah. Akhirnya kita ketemu lagi setelah libur Idul Fitri.
3 minggu berpisah. Lalu harapan baru pasti datang dong. Apakah ini secerca harapan yang kalian bawa nih, yang baru nih, melambangkan adanya cahaya baru untuk Na'Vi nih?
Ya kuning itu
mungkin
tagline-nya Born to Win.
Nó chỉ số mà hai chị cả lá coi năng kêu vật đã từ từ kia
baru win game.
Đó flash từ
Gimana ya?
phong hay phong.
Bagaimana
Giờ
nih
tới cả lá coi tàu
pandangannya?
rơ pe ke flash.
Semoga sih nanti ini mungkin match ini mungkin rezeki kita kali ya bisa menang.
Semoga.
Ini lagi kalem banget ya kayak Mas Ji ya. Mode kalem, kenapa Mas Ji mode kalem nih? Biasa kayaknya season-season lalu heboh.
Mode rendah hati aja.
Rendah hati karena apa nih Mas Ji?
Karena belum menang kali ya.
Karena posisi dan belum menang ya, nggak apa-apa. Mungkin nanti semangat Mas Ji juga akan muncul bersamaan dengan kemenangan. Berharap ini bakal menang, tapi ada pergerakan, ada satu player baru yang hadir. Apa nih respon kalian ngeliat
Saya MPL lên nào kia, tinh support hai nữa.
Yang
Và
muncul.
con tinh support ấy, anh phải tinh support ngọc dia pada. Senyum
Awalnya kaget sih
coba play
tiba-tiba
up
Becky itu naik ya ke MPL. Dan kayak itu keputusan yang tepat mungkin untuk menaikkan seorang Becky ke MPL ya. Dilihat dari performa di game pertama itu cukup bagus. Mendapat MVP.
Kalau Kars pindah,
Oh, nơi đã sân nơi
ini role-nya
Itu juga baru tahu juga sih tiba-tiba kan pindah role.
kaget semua dong.
Iya.
Tapi kita mau ngagetin
Wah,
nih ya. Kalau di
cowok.
sini Navi Nation udah rame-rame, udah bawa lampu, udah
Masih,
seru-seruan.
masih, xuống kita
Kasih sesuatu
incar.
yang spesial dong. Pantun.
Coba cek hết anh.
Ada nih pantun.
Asik ya.
Coba.
Ada
Bareng-bareng cakep ya kita ya.
VIP đẹp hát xinh ngọc.
ada benang di rumah Kiki.
Cakep.
Cho nó nơi
Yakin
so này off
menang
thôi mình.
karena ada Prince Becky.
The seat
Dan
is
ini dia
empty.
keseruan dari Navi Nation.
Oh,
Gimana
ada
halnya
empty
dengan
ya.
Sonic dan Eterna? Mungkin ada pantun di sana?
Nó so tách ra đã nào dia. Chất off hay nào.
Thank you Buddha di sini Eterna bersama
single
para
macam
Sonic dan kita nggak mau kalah ya.
Bersama.
Kita nggak mau kalah. Kita juga mau pantun nih. Mau duluan?
Oke,
Mid
Ya.
soul.
mana nih?
Hello, stay.
Belum nih. Kita
Udah.
Pesun
siap
pasti
nih.
ya you.
kepala
Có
pening,
cách
obat
hai episode
solusinya.
thì mỗi ai
Cakep.
soul.
Warna boleh sama-sama kuning.
Mid soul
tapi
nó sim
menang
riệp
kita
bang
yang
ơi,
punya.
soul cùng mày. Soul
itu
kuat
rhyme ya?
này, kuat ke puh deh.
Oh rhyme ya? Berarti aku yang agak
Kita miệt mà.
lola dikit ya. Nah, keren.
Tuh, Athena.
Kan tadi Budi udah sempet
Athena
nanya
mà
nih,
đo từ chia
Navi
sai.
Nation. Nah, kita juga penasaran.
Report,
menurut
Bang.
kamu gimana nih Onyx? Satu-satu yang pertama lumayan one sided untuk Navi, tapi Onyx bisa balikin lagi. Kira-kira mereka bisa menang nggak di
Saya
series ini?
record cho sempit gitu.
Harusnya sih
Akan
bisa
caster.
menang ya. Soalnya kan ada Lutfi juga nih. Sama-sama nih experience-nya baru main juga kan.
Ya,
Sebagai adu lah, maksudnya kekuatannya.
adu
Gitu.
kekuatan ya.
Oh, next
Berarti bisa nih.
20% ai
Harus
còn
bisa.
happy
Harus
rồi.
bisa.
Oh,
Oke,
next
aku
yang
suka.
sih.
Nah, kalau misalkan coaching staff, tiba-tiba Adi udah nggak solo coach lagi nih. Tiba-tiba kedatangan sosok baru bernama
Hello,
Grid.
Champai
Menurut kamu
TV.
gimana nih permainan dari Grid di
Nah, cái ban
coach
mid season
bersama Adi?
player hai hot
Semoga
proof up.
Coach Grid nih bisa bawa
Kayak ada kayak
Onyx naik ke klasemen atas. Soalnya kan dia mirip karakter dari film Up Russell kan. Up tuh, kita harus naik juga tuh. Nah itu dia.
Iya, mirip ya. Bukan aku yang ngomong ya Grid ya dia ya, bukan
Mirip.
Eterna, bukan Eterna. Oke, mungkin ada
Happy,
satu
amin.
dua kata mungkin untuk para Onyx yang lagi berjuang sekarang untuk memenangkan match ini.
Semangat terus. Apapun yang terjadi, Sonic tetap ada buat kalian.
Oh. Itu banget. Gemas. Kita mau
Mobile
chat,
Legends Super
kita mau semangatin Onyx.
Boleh.
Gimana
Chân
chatnya
là
boleh nih?
chân.
Let's go Onyx, let's
Phải
go.
buôn về xe.
Let's go Onyx!
Onyx, let's go.
Phải buôn về xe nè.
Let's go Onyx, let's go. Let's go Onyx, let's go.
Oke, itu dia ladies and gentlemen dari para Sonic. Jadi semangat untuk Sonic untuk match berikutnya. Jadi kita akan langsung lempar ke para casters. Casters, silakan.
Super happy pom 5 qualifier. Ngoap chân sập.
Man, as cool as Navi Nation has been in this game, I kind of miss the
nice.
ODTZ energy.
The Audi TZ energy, me
Yeah.
too, I agree. Audi, where are you? I actually know where he is. He's playing with Just No Limit now.
Oh!
Ông ấy Philippines chẳng?
I mean, he's always been an oddity.
What?
Oddities has always been an oddity after all.
That's the worst
Sure.
one I've ever heard in my life. But yeah,
Chẳng bánh nhỉ?
what's not worse though?
Relax,
What's
bro.
the best one though?
Should we update our
Ủa nó chụp lấy á này.
Oh.
Caster fan luôn
Well,
này.
I
Ồ, thế
think
cũng
it's
có
still
bên
gonna be
fan
Onyx.
thằng này.
Okay.
to be honest.
Có
I
tên
thought we were
kia
gonna
chạy
use this
thêm
again,
nhẹ
but
mùi
you just said on, so never mind. Never mind.
I'm sorry for killing the bit.
You killed the mood. I'm not gonna have a good day now.
It was a good
Ngay
day.
cái ta crom này anh sẽ
I
ăn
have
bị
a
ở
solution
cái
for
egg
you.
này.
What?
MPL cake
Well,
mà ham
it's
ai
good
vì rồi
day.
sẽ tràn cái ấy còn đôi chỉ
Fantastic
lẹ món gì đó âm
mochaccino.
tục
So
đại là bạn
your day will be fantastic.
hay
Fantastic.
fly hàng xôn chẳng mở
Hey,
It's the best copy in the
Sắp
world.
lại.
Paddy Pimblett just won his UFC fight.
Village Playoff គឺធ្វើនៅទីវាយ Media Esports Center នៅថ្ងៃទី24ដល់ថ្ងៃទី27នៅនេះអាចចូលរួមទស្សនាដោយសេរីហើយមានឆាកដ៏ធំស្កឹមស្កៃដូចជាកន្លែងទស្សនាធំទូលា
My
យ
favorite.
ចឹងអ្នកដែលចង់ទស្សនាជាមួយនឹង Queen Legend Playoff ចង់ដឹងថាក្រុមនារីរូបណាតំណាងការប្រកួត ISF ឬជាការប្រកួត MWI ឆ្នាំ2025 ជាការប្រកួត collaboration ជាមួយនឹង EWC នៅ Saudi Arabia ហ្នឹងតំណាងក្រុមកម្ពុជាអាចទៅទស្សនានៅថ្ងៃទី24ដល់ថ្ងៃទី27ខែមេសាគឺខែហ្នឹងហើយ
I might be converting over to fantastic mochaccino. You guys can find what kind of person
នៅ
you
ហ
are.
ទីវាយ Media Esports Center នៅនេះអាចទៅទស្សនាបាន
He's an avocado person. That's
ផ្លូវ60ម៉ែត្រ
avocado. We just say it in a fun way. You can be fantastic or you can be cookie.
មាន Philippines ដូចឲ្យ PX យក trophy ចឹង
There's I forgot the other
ពួក
one.
នៅអាមេរិកឮថាគេលេងមាន prize pool ហើយមានchair diamond វិញអូ
Shepard,
ដួល
did you just chug?
ចង់ឃើញអាបើសួរកៃរីទៅ
You're gonna have a good week now. That's a little bit too
Yeah.
much,
នោ
man.
មមកបាសេនអត់ដឹងដែរ
Gotta be
មក
ready
បាសេន
for the.
I'm thinking my time, dude. You just went
Yeah.
for it.
How are you gonna have
Yeah,
space in
that's,
your belly for sucro?
You. Oh, you're right. You know what? I still have it actually.
That's a bad decision right there,
No.
man. Because
So,
you
I mean,
need to
no,
have a little bit of space to snack
Yeah.
with sucro. Gamers, the good gamers snack with sucro.
I love sucro.
Which one?
The original one without the flavors and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Original is usually
មាន
better.
តាំងពី
For
នំ
me,
មានតាំង
I
ពី
like
អី
the Kribo one because it's
Yeah, I was
fun.
about to say.
Mira,
What
go
even
fan
is Kribo?
video.
I think will be what a lot of
អូ
people
យកស្ដែក
say
មកញ៉ាំ
and
ទៅ
ask,
ចាប់តិច
right?
តិចនេះមក
What kind of
យកស្ដែ
flavor
ក
is Kribo?
តែតែ
I don't know.
It's a bit
You just have to try
avant-garde.
it.
Huh?
It's a bit avant-garde for sure.
You just have to try it. That's why. You just gotta go
Interesting
and
term to
gotcha
use.
it, brother.
Yeah.
You can't describe it.
You can describe it.
Can't.
Oh, it's like multiple flavors at once.
It's like a mystery flavor.
What's mystery is who's gonna win game number 3.
Okay, that is.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna just because you guys haven't said what's your updated prediction for game number 3.
Okay.
We're gonna put up in a count of 3.
Okay.
Put one of these. 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Wow.
Okay.
Kevin, get with the
អូ
program,
សា
dude.
តទទួលអំណរជោគជ័យអើ
No, we'll go
អើយ
right here, and then Onik will say no.
No.
Oh, I didn't. No, we're back to Adi. All right,
Smack
Adi.
here.
He's laughing. He's having a
Oh.
blast. We'll see. Maybe you know, maybe the camera
លេង
switched
ឡាយ
swap
បាក់ស្ដាប់
off
ដល់ហើយ
cam
ដាក់រ
for
ំដប់
us
មែន
because they wanted Navi to show us what they got.
មើល
Wait,
បាក់ស្ដាប់
that's Washer Paul. That's Washer Paul, baby.
Oh, what?
Oh man.
Wait
Well,
a minute.
It's not like
We were hyping him up in game number 1.
XBTR, by the way, Washer Paul. If there's a man you want to give Lucas,
អាឡូ
to,
អាឡូ1 2
I think
3
it should be Washer Paul. I'm just trying to.
Why? Because Paul and Lucas are buddies?
What?
Is
Paul and Lucas?
Is it just because Paul, Lucas,
សរសៃ
Western
signal
sounding names?
អូខេអត់អីចាំថ្ងៃហ្នឹង
Are you
ហ្វិច
American?
Got you. What?
ហើយឡាយលខយរុញមេក្រូហ្វូនទៅកុំព្យូទ័រឡាយវិញ
Oddity and then
that's
មក
not
នេះបាក់ស្ដាប់
on the jokes.
Yeah, it's
បែ
like a
បោ
southern
ហ្គេម
name.
ដាក់ធីមនៅ
a southern name.
អានេះទៅពេលដែលវារុញ
Southern
សលេងចឹងទៅ
name.
វា
Oh, American.
ស្រួលតែ
What you said earlier?
That's
Western. I said
Oh,
Western.
Western.
ចាំ
okay.
កាប់
Chefin,
I'm
what do you
like-
think about this? I
About
mean,
what?
technically, he's more Chinese than Western. It's Washer Paul. That's I am Paul in
ចាំ
Mandarin.
ឡាយក្រោយចាំដូរម៉ាច់
Oh, is it?
ម៉ាច់
Yes,
ដូរ
yes.
ទៅ
Washer is I
ចឹង
am.
អាចនឹង
Yes.
វាលេង
Paul.
សឹកអី
So Washer Mirko, Nisha Chefin.
Nice chefin.
Huh?
Huh?
It's nice chefin. It's
No.
not niche.
What?
Wait, he's trying to like. That's 0 out of 1. I'll just.
I don't even understand it. What's going on?
Yeah, that's very stupid, you know. But
We're back on
what's
គេ
second
ដូរ
pick.
ទូស៊ូចាញ់បាត់
yeah, this is okay. I cannot preach that to stupid, but yeah, second pick. They don't have to say. Don't have a say on which pick
អំ
they
សិច
are
លេង
gonna
ហ្វូ
be.
ដែរអត់ដឹងដែរ
So, Onyx, they are
តែអូជីទៀត
by statistics.
Maybe.
On the back, but
So by statistics, me and Rashi are correct.
you know what? I'm gonna update to Navi.
Yeah,
Oh,
salute.
you can't do
What
that.
the heck?
Hey, I
Hey,
forgot.
You knew.
I forgot.
You knew. Now we
Yeah,
were gonna
okay,
go
okay.
blue side.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
I didn't know.
Hello, hello,
Washer
hello,
Paul
balang
was
mana
gonna
nih?
be playing. I thought it was gonna be Aether again.
So you're gonna update? Or I'll update?
No, no updates. I'm sticking to my first prediction, 2-0 Onyx.
You gotta stick to your guns, Kevin.
Okay, 2-0 Onyx.
You can't keep morphing like that. You end up being a Power Ranger.
That's
That
at
one's
least
better.
4.
That's like now you're sitting at 0.5 out of 3.
All right, I'll take it.
See, as LaFell says, you gotta go with a lot of zeros before you hit the banger.
Ooh,
Maybe that's what Navi are doing right now.
all right.
Side
That
ngày
brought
sau ngày
zeros
Tết
to
nhung tập
their
pi ngày.
win totals. Now look at the bans here. Coach Adi definitely respected the heal
Lôi.
potential from BQ Shy. And Coach Do still sticking to
Vì
his
hai
guns
được
with the Harith and
muốn
Louis.
lượt chơi tạ lơ tọc à.
So far in this series.
You do get
Look,
concerned
they're
about how
not
it's gonna go, though. We'll have to wait and see, man.
Xong
Was
tách
that
biệt.
a punt too? There was absolutely a punt.
Okay.
But the Hilda and the Fanny.
Wow.
All right, so that won't be allowed. I think the Hilda really left a big impression here. But Navi themselves betting with the Phobius. What's the idea here? Now Granger's open, Suyo's open. I think Navi have a lot of potential.
Hello.
Harith is
Bạn đang
banned
bán
out,
này.
so Navi might
Biển
be
số
looking
clang.
at Granger first pick here if it's not banned out by... Oh wait, they have to ban Mathilda Onyx. Oh,
Ooh.
they're gonna have to leave a big hero up for grabs here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's not like Granger is the absolute end-all pick here for
But it is Shibe.
Navi. Well, it's not Kelleran.
I mean, that's true. That's true. It's not Kelra.
But I mean,
Dạ,
I
giọng
think
đang
there's
like
a
ông
lot of
CGG
people,
nè.
man,
Yeah,
like-
I mean, Onyx don't have Kelra. They got some.
เอามาซีบีปอมให้แผมแค่มาดังไงแค่แผมแค่ผมมวยแค่ผมมวย
Technically speaking.
แค่มวย
Oh!
sao ốc từ đâu man
Wow.
nóng
This has to be Mathilda, and then they channel through
Cắt
Lucas
sờ bù,
as they
cắt
force
sờ bù.
Onyx to go Suyo, right?
I mean, they can even go alpha again if they
Cắt bù
want
lên.
to.
They can. Wash a Paul this time with the help of a Mathilda.
Ủa, sao đâu?
He already had a Mathilda last time.
cắt
too.
sờ bù head and shoulder
It was a damage on Mathilda. Hey, wait, that's not Mathilda.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Already the plans were laid out. Already in shambles. Will Onyx pick up the Mathilda along with a great combo here?
chồng khi vô ban chu xin mấy bạn
I mean, it's a good dive against a
No.
Sushin.
Okay, maybe not Mathilda Suyo though.
chu xin
Granger. All right, they go.
à
Granger,
sao cái
Suyo.
cờ
That's like the best DPS that you could have in this. All the hero pools that you have.
But remember,
Mathilda alpha mở rồi
Kelra. That ain't Kelra.
Thôi hay
there.
dàn.
Savero. Oh, they still go for. All right, so they have no plans to go for.
đã vô tới tục cháu
Or Mathilda. All right.
Interesting.
They're back on the Hayabusa,
xuống
but
siêu dụ
game
mấy
one
phi rồi trời
Hayabusa was not Warrior Paul, that was Ether.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
Bây
Now
giờ
we have a
contra
direct
TV
comparison.
Sense
Hey, definitely interesting.
I believe
đây phải ôn này
Hayabusa is also Woshipol's signature. If I'm
And
not
chiêu môn nè, lục
mistaken,
pi.
right? You can correct me on that
Yeah,
in
he
MPL.
did have like the highest kills in MDL, so
He
Assassins
improved
is
better,
usually
young.
what we see him on. So the fact that Onyx have respected the Joy is it's kind of crazy, yo. Onyx though, last pick here in the first phase, but Dong
Viper sẽ bắn đôi thiên xa khai
to
quá
that initiator.
No love at all for Mathilda.
khối giáp phía trên tôi chỉ căn
See, I mean, for Navi,
ai ôn
maybe
nick
they
PH
should
đây
go for Mathilda if they want the Kalea to go EXP, but looking at the composition, it's not looking
trong
all
thời hạ
too
coi giáp này
solid
vì
for
khối lăng
Mathilda
vai
to
phải sẽ đất nè
So,
cầm rò
Navi
miếng
don't
trong
think
miếng
it
mũi
will pop up this game, but we'll see. Onyx with 2 more bans to go here.
ôn nick Felix
They
next
might
season
really want to try and ban out the goal laner.
Rồi kia bạn ấy lên
They can
chơi
ban the
đặt lên
Everton,
table
try and narrow down the matchups for the Granger.
ở những cái
Ban
nhóm
the
có
boss
lên chơi
as
đặt lên
well,
top này nè
we're concerned about the macro
ta
plays.
đã khơi chướng còn hai khơi
Most
dương đình coi
likely on
diện tiền
paper, it
yên
should be the
Whoa.
mid laners for the Chushin matchups, but Gato Kacha, what?
What is right? I thought they were gonna just secure
Do
the
cái lìa
gold
mất
matchup
chấp.
by Susetarashi.
cái này cái bộ bà chu xin
Not it.
ra bao na ví cho à tra game
For
phi á
now,
nhỉ
we jawhead right now. They want to avoid Onyx getting the jawhead Suyo combo, especially with the Ranger. That's a
Yung
lot
clear
of
này.
damage, my guy. And they don't want to allow Onyx to get the prio. Which side is yelling right now? I can't.
bà đang vô
hear
mà counter đi
And I believe Chad also hears the scream as well.
Arashi, I'm trying my best to understand what you're
bà
saying.
đang nó
right
mang
now.
counter từ lời cả lìa hái rồi chấp của
All
assassin
over the crowd. The Navi Nation are going crazy, but last time they did this,
với tà đang hái bây giờ đó mới làm tha
game one. Maybe they
Onyx.
need this morale support from the crowd. Hylos banned
Wow.
out to my Onyx.
They just do not care at all about the Airthal. This is very,
Bạn thấy
very
rất là to.
surprising. Did they
Wait.
just trust Savero that much against an Airthal, or what's the plan here? Do they have
Trăng
a
đi kìa.
catch for
Thú.
Airthal if it actually gonna be picked.
The thing with Irito is
Experience
there's
lát bởi
no
edit
real
rồi.
hard counter technically, right? It's only like matchups that are kind of like
Yeah, mua smart rồi, mua smart.
there's something they can
Như kẹp
shut
bay á.
down the Irito completely. So what have to say? Still the Faramis. That's the second time it's banned. First time was in game number 1. Seems like they just want to try and get their hands on
Trông bán
SARS,
pha làm đi.
right?
Wait.
He was forced with the Selena in game number 1. No Netherrealm, but it's gonna be Cecilia now for game number 3.
Trong lấy Cari đi man.
Okay, a lot of rage to work with.
Cari nó có Bruno này.
And this is the very known.
Bố bán pha là biết ai nhận chia mà bán chia rồi đàm biến thì bị EVE chia một hết của single target.
So it's a time bomb for Na'Vi.
But they ran away the Gatot and the Hylas, so if you look at it, they have a Badang, that's great. Is that gonna
Bên
be
tới
enough
si
to
xuống
be
pro better đằng đáy
the
rồi
main
phía.
front
Tầm
line?
mới.
Not a lot of other tankier options are still left open
Ắt
right
liêng
here.
không?
If they
Thì
really
bây giờ
want to try and force Na'Vi into a proper
Thì
front to
vai
back.
tí giản nha, tí giản.
They still have a Cho in their hand. Slot the Badang on
Bột đồ nhớ xa bắt đây bột đâu.
Against a Zushin, it's a good matchup. Yeah. Cho.
Well, see, the Cho
Ê, thế
is
Cho
utility,
man.
but
Never mind. Never mind.
I didn't think
Single
it's
hàng
gonna
à?
work. The
Đó, vậy
Cho
thế
is
bánh
like
slide hả?
too squishy still. It's elusive, but it can't take damage. But immediately Na'Vi pick it up.
Wait a minute.
Two
Who's
experience
gonna be
lad.
playing Cho?
What?
Who's gonna be playing Cho?
That should be Cars. It should be a Kalea XP.
I believe so too.
Bạn hay lo thế.
Unless BQ Shy
Rồi, edit.
comes out and shocks Onyx.
I actually
Pick a hold up. That's a good
Hello.
for Onyx.
I actually think it's gonna be okay. BQ Shy is gonna be on the Kalea. I thought Cars, you might want to play it a bit safely because this is a high ceiling.
Kalea experience man mình.
As you mentioned earlier. Now it's a challenge for both of these
Chồng.
teams to secure this game number 3. Who got Arashi?
Bất tâm nhớ sao thế?
I think it's somewhat even, but
Mà phải khai giáp complete lấy lơ tập bộ lan.
They've
Chồng.
shown them to be able to use
Okay.
those tools. I'm gonna give it to Na'Vi.
Ở Milan nó không sao bị lại bàn lại lên tập bộ.
And the
Cảm thấy
lineup
được speed
rating
man.
heavily favors Na'Vi as well, Arashi.
Nhưng mà man speed thế, đi cứ cả ca sai tí.
Counter index 1.5 and lineup rating. The difference is 1.1 as we
Chơi
barely
hũ
can
đã
hear
không
each
phi.
other here
Phải.
in MPL Arena. If you're not here, you're missing out.
Nó đặt hơn cái lì lên trăng là lỡ nó xăm nữa.
In Na'Vi and Onyx, it's
Ông
game
đang
number
đổ
3.
make mistake đấy.
It might be their first
Đang sạc
win
mày.
for
Ok.
Na'Vi. The Na'Vi Nation certainly thinks so. You can hear them roaring in the arena. Let's see if Onyx can stop them in their tracks from getting that first
Kalea experience lên.
juicy win.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, the Na'Vi side is across from us. It's on the Indonesian caster side, and we are still getting overwhelmed with the volume, man.
lỡ
Spirit
mà số một
is
phía.
absolutely high. Cars
Không
is
đà.
the one on that
Ê.
show. We'll have to see if his killer instincts are gonna show right here. Already a bit of a control fight in the mid lane. In theory, the Cho and the Trushin should
ta
have
sứ á.
control there. But looking at the emblems, it's all about speed, man. The agility. But look at Cars.
Sanguine Claw sucking him down
Vừa
too.
xa được cả tờ đấy.
Shut
Vừa xa được cả đó sợ đấy.
Paul used that earlier, that space given to take the lethal.
Well, hang on a second. Pull yourself together for some.
CC, BQ Shy taking out.
Pơ blood.
Caught there, has the quad shadow. Will be able to escape, but Onyx take control of Na'Vi's jungle.
Ủa anh phải mua phía đó nè thế.
Being aggressive now.
Let's
punished
go.
For his efforts. Look at this Severo. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The 1v1.
Sao đâu?
Found a minion, Severo. The tough spot. Shot down again. Severo losing onto that train.
That was very
Lên
brave
show
from
5 rồi,
Severo,
bắt co
especially
lại.
when he does not have the flicker. He's opted to go for a purify here, but
Đó.
Yoshi Ball smells
Cái
the
đi.
blood.
Needs to go and land the
Tại vì
quad
mình chưa
shadow.
sao rồi không thấy.
Quad shadow did land Severo. It's right there. Shadow kill. Shiva gets the kill.
Mặt đây à.
Too close for comfort there for Shiva. Onyx looking for something to trade back. Looking at the predictions once more. It swung on the opposite side. Now it's 55%.
Mấy bên cổ lén đâu cổ lén.
It's the exact
Mà
same
là một.
number, but will the result be the exact same two here in this game number 3? BQ Shy and
Còn
also
sao đập của
Xmagic
thế đâu.
is barely
Rồi tranh gặp
almost
đấy
in
đó.
level 4 as Cars.
Đi vô đá sắp
Very
liền.
aggressive here, but Kyrie still has the retry as well.
Núp hack bỏ đi kèn cho anh rèn.
Na'Vi already on the turtle, it
Nah.
seems. But look, Cars.
Nỡ tâm này cái vô lì hyper.
Sanguine Claw's not landing. Masagi
Bị
gonna
experience
go
thằng
for
Roma.
the chase. Shun Poo from Cars to escape.
Lì hyper bạn lẽ.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Worship Paul's on the turtle. What the hell, the BQ
Luffy,
Shy?
Luffy, Luffy.
Should be a retry. Worship Paul takes it. BQ Shy, stunned him in a blade Resurgence. Keyboy gets the kill, but that's now 2 kills for Keyboy.
That's Washer Paul with the happy
Đi
feet.
về trời.
Happy Shadows technically.
Admin này team vụ xanh.
Might be too difficult.
Ê, mà chơi đi. Nó toát vào lên. Kỳ bồi ơi.
Now a disengage from Onyx, but they take control again.
Ở khi boy lên mà đáng dần dập đi.
Yeah, for sure it's a W for
Game TP mấy ní lên bà đáng.
there was a
Lupi.
retaliation kill still. Plus the red buff for Kai, and now looking at the item or in-game equipment by Dunia.
Sao mà đổi trong vòng vậy ạ? Sao mà đổi nó risky à? Hay là trâu lấy mình sơn nghe chăng nha? Sẽ chó trâu mà.
In the early game at least, he's going to be taking a lot of
Ta lại khinh hiểm pro ban trần.
especially with Washer Paul, so he's going to cover
Việc
his
đôi
bases
mấy
that
chim
way,
có đau
'cause
chứ.
Kibe won't be anywhere close to him just
Đó
yet.
vài giờ.
Apart from that though, I think it's still pretty much even. 1k gold lead for Onyx, but we've seen that sway. We've seen more than that sway within one fight. So I think it
Nè, mà
comes
bật trong máu.
down to how well they can use their composition, and Navi
Ở
has
sao
tried
rổ
to
bán
use this
phá mà chỉ
Tushin,
thực bạp sao rổ
right,
nhưng mà
the
vậy.
first pick Tushin to get these
Lối đá chết mà khay.
chase pickoffs almost, because otherwise Onyx will be able to
Cú
get
xong.
bigger AoE combos if Navi kind of like misplayed their hand.
Yeah, especially Cars, because we can say that this Cho is a bit of unproven hero for Cars. He hasn't played it in the XP lane, I believe, so far in this season. Also, so
Game này là game sáng đi mấy
he
chứ.
has to prove himself first. This feels
Sáng
like
phải giặt
kind of like
hay
Pelosi
mua
vibe.
sáng mà.
I feel like he
Bộ được
can
chui
pull
toàn
off
tử.
a good macro play, but I don't know if the micro gonna back it up.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see. I have a bit of faith on Cars.
Ok mà phải nhận bắt cái thôi.
He has been amazing on
Chẳng
those
má.
mechanical picks in the
No,
past in XP.
sao mà đột mà
But, you
buôn
know,
phèm.
Keto, Benedetta,
Buôn mẹ bà.
they should be able to pull this off, but it is a new
Rồi
role.
ship info hot.
We'll see. Turn
Ồ.
two contested
Phải
sides.
ăn đi xím là sai ra thử thôi thua.
Crossbow Shive,
Bên xe.
forced to use a bad piece early.
Right. No heavy crossbow as well though, so Navi are trying to zone out using the Tushin. Look at this,
But-
whoa.
Oh, X-Magic getting cut down.
Hack.
Weller.
Ôi.
X-Magic. That should be X-Magic taken out of the fight already, forcing him to recall.
Ê.
Rhapsody, that's Sonata.
Mà
Turtle
flat phi
taken
bằng.
for free by Onyx.
Bit too
Free.
free this time. X-Magic a bit too overzealous there. Didn't realize that
Chứ giờ
Kai
biểu
was
thằng mẹ.
there, and now they're gonna rotate towards the top lane. Can they find someone?
Giặt
here?
ra nó đặt sai.
He's gonna mirror the
Vài thuốc
movement
đi vài
of
đây.
Keyboy. Look at this though.
Đặt sai em hả em.
Oh,
Ê.
Lupi should be able to escape from this, and yes, he does.
Vì.
Flickers out.
Mình bình lực bán Lupi từ.
Navi there initially
Tap.
were the ones trying to pressure Onyx, but then they kind of took too long, so Shibe has to rotate back to the top side, and then
Sao flicker
Samero
quá.
is the one who was present
Tình
in
nhỏ
that
kìa.
fight, so not ideal at all. Oh, look at this though.
Whoa.
Interesting.
You see what you see what I mean?
Chàng trai phi cơ bạch.
Keyboy.
Trong chắp cái bội.
Skill 1? I don't think he even ulted, right? It was just haha, gotcha. Kind of play. Oh, Sanguine Claws. Washer Paul still able to secure his own camp. But he
Ta
is
vào đó direct dash
falling
go
behind
lên.
the
Vay
frame.
váy.
Yeah, Washer
Tròn
has
hoặc
been
tụi này
actually
đó.
pretty solid, but now with Keyboy.
Cái bội ạ.
Set. Sanguine Claws.
Hack.
Lock into two members.
Ching, ching, ching.
Good night to BQ Shy.
Hack.
Samero. Solo kill on X. Shibe. What just happened?
Sao mà đó mấy ngọt. À.
Places.
Say vi đó mấy
Onyx
ngọt.
is running through Navi. If they want to take the mid lane,
Các
they
bạn
can
mơ
do
mình.
it.
Thiếu nó cho là sao cho sao đó solo
Oh
kill.
man, it's looking so tough for Navi right now. They're losing on all
Ồ,
these,
này pi muối phải
all
mua cái đó.
these aspects here, the damage output, the wave control, and even the rotations there. Man, the fact that
Vì
Shibe
đây
got
chân phải
caught
buôn đang anh
back
phải
in
ba
that
lần thế.
fight, wasn't
Trăm sắp đá thì
expecting
bèm.
to Severo running into the bullets of
Đây MPL.
Rhapsody. That's not how he wants the fight
Đây
to
á.
go. And X-Magic isn't really able to use this Tushin to any real effective measure. Everyone
Real
was
on
able
XP8
to dodge
complete
away from
the
it,
golden
and
road.
because of the
Yeah,
range
maybe
and
though.
the engage potentials, actually X-Magic is the one kind of zone away in these fights. You can see him taking damage and unable to dish anything back.
Cái gỗ lên đó là biểu tham mà năm nó lực pi pien á. Âm vơ âm mà si. Đạo đánh lực. Nam phi còn phải buôn à. Đợi cho Nam phi còn phải vẻm nè.
Yeah, I agree. Keyboy.
Phi bội. Bập. Bay stun pro ơi. Ah, flicker. Ah, oh, the man. Free the tall.
victory.
I can relate to Cars. As a Cho user or every one of Cho users out there, it is a tough task to play with a Madame, with the stunts and all. Like, it is just, the micro stunts just makes you, you know, overthink a lot.
And to make things worse again, they have no real long-range skills to kind of poke back or even scout. But Onyx have all the tools available, and Lutpi, being the glue, being so tanky with the get out of jail free card with that split, he can just, you know, move up aggressively. And worst case scenario, ultimate. But look at now, when they walk just a little bit, they pay the price, and it is an expensive one.
For Onyx. Only one kill so far secured for Na'Vi, despite picking one of the best junglers in terms of kill pressure in the early game. They're not getting it at all.
Paul is busy, keeping himself busy up top there.
Anh mấy hiên là tốt keyboard lột nào ổn đây nó khăn từ đáy bờ trend và hai lan performance đôi cả ông phải nhớ được bao giờ fail phía trên Onyx à xa fail micro skill bầm chân thế cá chanh cả hay không đăng mệt chùm mà Lupi cho bá này mấy bọt phẻ ngộp của Lupi ở bên Purify mấy bát phé ngọt ai ngọt ta sẽ map Navi của game sơ trong thì OP nó bộ P nó về chu cho mùi một chỉnh lọt má bao rồi mà lượt bao game là ngọt luôn này what the fuck what hack oh triple kill
Only one holy shield there. There's a coming in the mid lane, but they just back out, or do they want to go for more in this one? They're striking. Can they end?
Definitely soul of the Lord, so they're not taking any risks by staying around this base turret. Still the siege from Savero. He's just standing there. Now looking for getting the unstoppable now onto X Magic. Well, Chapal, don't take it.
Oh, key boy.
Where was the damage towards Savero? That's a high boost that we're talking about. And now Savero is up by 5 kills. The Sky Piercer are stacking.
That was crazy. The accuracy from everyone from Onyx, the targeting right there. It's working so well for them right now. This is the oppressiveness of the range composition.
Sao mà biết khăn thế ta có tha pi tập bộ với lấy viện risky vì hiên bên nhưng tôi dễ tha là vì pro sợ này về class nào vì Onyx cái trận tranh kia là xa ta cái trận gì mấy tranh ra trận
my goodness. Crimson Beacon is gone. Kyrie is already really low against Washington, but it might be in trouble that Washington.
Bum. Tự bạt tỏ lọt vài tè vài tè ấy chứ vài tè đi theo toàn ngọt tê mùi Savero chú giờ nó chơi viên này chờ cho bánh tè đấy
Guns is down to get Onyx the reverse sweep win.
Sky Kings hold on for the hope of this season. Meanwhile, Na'Vi has to wait another day for their triumph. The first W in season 15.
Oh boy, that was a brutal one. After what they faced in game number 1, we thought that Onyx were gonna falter, but with each game after, they just kept looking stronger and stronger, dude. They might not be in tip-top form to some people.
20 phía rồi, đôi bàn như vậy.
Seriously, man, you cannot
thì thấy tranh cái đánh chờ. Nên nó không lên, ta tranh kéo tranh kì.
The Sonics are happy seeing their team finally.
Vừa xa là team bo hở khang Onyx kia control up thì thiếu chiến.
They have their guns back in Lutpi.
Một tay nữa,
I think it's more of a sigh of relief than happiness, than joy for the Sonics here.
Savero.
I think even they knew that. They came back game 2, they said, all right, we were, I think, out to experiment with game 1 with Na'Vi, but Man, you can't experiment up against Na'Vi even here. With those changes, definitely, man. You're seeing improvements come from Na'Vi for sure. But against Onyx, it might be too soon. It might be unfortunate for them that they have to go up against the Sky Kings right now. Now, we'll have to see what happens.
Let's see what they have to say. Onyx on the stage.
Early regular ហ្មង fail
They're
macro
winning this
play
game.
fail macro ច្រើនហ្មងតែដល់ពេលដែលគាត់ macro គាត់ improve
Sonic sedang bergembira
មានសាច់តារា
karena
ចាញ់តិចតួចទេអត់សូវចាញ់ច្រើនទេពីច្រើនណាចាញ់តិចតួច
mendapatkan kemenangan di
Soalnya
pembukaan
Chan.
match mereka minggu yang keempat. Siapa nih yang paling kangen main di MPL break 3 minggu?
អេចុចបោះប៉ែយ៉ាង
Siapa nih? Lupi ya? Abang Upi paling bersemangat di sini.
Main teleng ya.
Paling bersemangat.
Nah akhirnya Lutfi bermain di MPL season 15. Nunggu-nunggu gak sih?
Ya alhamdulillah bisa main lagi lah di MPL bareng teman-teman.
Ada nggak kayak perbedaan pada saat zaman bahla dan sekarang?
Nggak ada beda sih, sama aja.
Sama aja.
Ya benar.
Tapi dengan komposisi dan kita ngelihat bahwa tim Onyx sekarang membawa gebrakan baru di minggu keempat ini. Apakah ini memang udah dipersiapkan jauh-jauh hari?
Oke,
Ya benar,
Setiap
udah
san
kita persiapin lah
rồi.
dari minggu-minggu kemarin.
Start mic ban
Udah
rồi.
kita persiapin.
Trong start cái gì tham
Lupi
ấy.
udah dikasih tahu bahwa oke minggu
Lupi
4
tôi bình
kamu
lòng
main
đấy,
di
Lupi
gitu.
một tôi bình lòng. Experience tôi kia. Một game.
Kayaknya, iya kayaknya.
Sak nhanh như thế
Oke,
đấy.
ini pastinya menarik ya, dimana akhirnya dengan kemenangan barusan, gimana? Lutfi membawa sebuah kemenangan untuk tim Onyx di match pembukaan di minggu ini.
Ya alhamdulillah mas kita dikasih menang lah. Senang.
Apa yang momen paling Lutfi ingat di match ini?
Đang cái gìខ្លះnày.
Apa ya? Enggak lah, tadi dapat buff biru kan.
Oh.
Pakai glow.
Dapat buff biru. Oke, gimana Kak? Kamu bisa mendapatkan momen itu, ngedapetin kesempatan itu?
Tay cái tàu bẹt luôn nơi cái tôi này cái này.
Ya udah seneng aja ya Upi ya. Lancar untuk Lutfi di minggu yang pertama untuk Lutfi, tapi ini udah minggu yang keempat. Match pembukaan. Dan kalau ngelihat dari lawanmu sendiri, apa sih keunggulan dari Onyx di match kali ini dibandingkan dengan Na'Vi?
Apa ya?
Kalau friend boleh, kalau mau tanya. Siapa yang mau kasih tahu? Apa nih?
Lupi vậy tại.
Apa keunggulan dari Onyx ketika melawan tim Na'Vi hari ini, Sans?
Cái đi viết chơi san đồ rồi nè.
Menang draft.
Dari segi draftnya berarti?
Ya.
Oke.
Iya, Cok.
Nghe còn dễ soi rồi. Ông ấy sao? Ông ấy slide ở tập bàn
Berarti
bạn.
itu game kedua dan game ketiga. Kalau game pertama
Slide tập bàn
nih,
lư giờ mà vậy đấy.
Ada kesalahan tadi. Kita nggak terlalu sabar. Ya. Waduh.
Tapi sebenarnya ada momen gak sih di mana kalian bisa ngedapetin game pertama juga?
Ada. Asal kita di mid tadi itu lebih sabar aja.
Oh, keadaan bisa berubah ternyata dari respon dari tim Onyx. Yang penting sabar-sabar. Tapi kalau ngelihat hari ini, Sans, perjalanan kalian kan kayaknya kemarin baru bertanding, hari ini bertanding lagi. Performa kalian bagaimana sih Sans melihat dari tim Onyx hadir ke minggu yang keempat?
Ya sebenarnya sama aja sih. Yang pastinya kita habis turnamen ESL kemarin kita langsung reset dan improve buat kedepannya lagi.
Oh, tanpa lelah pokoknya, latihan terus.
Kalau ada turnamen kita gas.
Kita gas terus. Onyx yang bekerja keras tentu karena kita juga melihat banyak banget perubahan. Nggak hanya dari tim Onyx, tapi dari tim Na'Vi. Tapi kalau mungkin kita bakal tanya langsung ke Kiboy, karena Kiboy mendapat lawan yang baru. Boy, kamu melihat Na'Vi perubahannya begitu banyak. Nyata nggak ketika lawanmu mendapatkan gebrakan dari segi roamernya, dari segi EXP-nya, kamu melawan Cars.
Ya, kalau nyangka sih bisa nyangka. Karena emang butuh ada beberapa perubahan juga. Terus Coach Do juga lah. Pasti Coach Do juga bakalan ambil tindakan.
Hello.
Kalau Cars ya udah lumayan banget sih. Maksudnya dia juga masih berpotensi lah.
Jadi gebrakan dan perubahan yang Coach Do lakukan, apa respon atau mungkin tanggapan dari Kiboy?
Kata Clayton yang mau nambahin.
Gitu ya, langsung dilempar ya? Apa mau ditambahin apa? Gimana ngelawan Navi dengan perombakan barunya?
Nyong.
Tak kangsen.
Lebih kuat sih kayaknya.
Lebih kuat terlihat. Dan
Bang
kalau dari Savero melihat kalian bisa comeback di game kedua dan game ketiga. Savero sendiri gimana sih perlawananmu melawan Shive di Navi? Karena satu nama yang cukup naik dari Navi yaitu ada Shive juga yang menjadi lawanmu. Jago. Apa nih mungkin kiat-kiat dari Savero biar bisa membawa kemenangan di game kedua dan game ketiga untuk Onyx? Savero ngapain ya? Tadi gimana sih mungkin prosesnya dari game 1 kalah?
EVOS-nya betul.
Terus bisa ngebalin keadaan.
Oh, biasa kira tampil.
Dari siapa?
Paman W.
Cewek. Oh, Paman W. Oke. Apa yang dikatakan dari Paman W?
Oh, dia pengen boy. Oh, mau dia.
Iya dong. Tapi bener-bener Paman W kayaknya membawa wejangan-wejangan yang apik. Lalu kalau dari satu coaching staff yang datang buat kalian sendiri apa sih dampak yang dibawa untuk minggu yang keempat ini?
Mà sao vì ăn đổ à pe chắp mà sepia vui thôi.
Apa nih perbedaannya sekarang? Biasanya cuma ada satu, Coach Adi. Sekarang ada 2.
Sao semua su đấy.
Lebih balance.
Kata Kiboy lebih balance. Terima kasih Kiboy sudah membantu di belakang layar ya. Memang romer sejati nge-support temannya. Dan minggu ini kalian akan bermain 2 kali. Kairi, lawanmu nextnya adalah tim Liquid ID. Dimana kalian baru aja lama baru beberapa hari ini. Dan akan menjadi lawanmu besok hari Minggu, Kairi. Terakhir kalah ya, 3-1. Ada efek yang kalian terima dari hasil terakhir?
Kairi ke pua mana đang tái không được thì.
Mendapat tamparan keras kah?
Oh, jadi panas. Oh, enggak sih, kita tetap fokus aja sama tim kita. Ya, tetap fokus.
Tetap fokus. Apakah fokus ini cukup? Is this focus enough?
Ya, kita tetap mau improve. Pokoknya kita tetap mau improve. Buat lawan TLID.
Minggu hasilnya bakal beda nggak nih? A little bit different.
Ya, semoga aja.
Semoga aja. Is there anything you want to say?
Gak ada sih.
For your next match?
Lawan TLID?
Yes.
Good luck, have fun.
Fabian? Maybe something special for Fabian?
Fabian, I wanna solo kill you.
Dejavu banget ya.
Fabian, I wanna solo kill you.
Apakah Fabian akan berpikir hal yang sama? Tapi kemenangan ini mari kita rayakan bersama karena Sonic sudah berkumpul. Sambutlah kemenangan dari tim Onyx.
Hello, cậu Châu. Bật microphone, high five. Trời ơi, trời mà. Fan cái cho trăm high five. Mai ơi. Wow, trong thổi tình đều ta phát triển. Cái thời trắng tình đều đây nè. Yang playoff mà thời trắng mán em á nè.
Ya, di saat Sonic sedang merayakan, kita juga bakal merayakannya lebih heboh lagi. Semua super fans bersiaplah karena ada yang spesial dari GoPay. Jadi siapin buat kalian yang belum punya GoPay, udah yakin sih punya ya. Tapi download GoPay kalau yang belum punya GoPay karena saat lagi akan ada GoPay hadiah GG. Jadi buat kalian GoPay pasti GG. Kalian akan bisa ngedapetin GoPay coin secara gratis, secara cuma-cuma. Hanya nanti tinggal scan QR yang akan ada di layar ya. GoPay pasti GG. Kalian akan bisa ngedapetin GoPay coin secara gratis, secara cuma-cuma. Hanya nanti tinggal scan QR yang akan.
Saya ini keng internet nhóm có keng kìa.
Ada smartphone untuk scan QR code-nya. Nanti akan muncul di sebelah kiri itu. Dan setelah kalian nge-scan, klik buka hadiah untuk terima GoPay hadiah.
Trời ơi, bị ông đổ nè, kia nè, em đã là mới minta like kan.
Juga pastinya hadiah kalian akan bisa kalian dapatkan karena saldo GoPay dari GoPay Hadiah berhasil masuk ke akun GoPay. Karena kongres itu gampang banget, jadi pasti GG di GoPay Games. Sesaat lagi QR-nya akan Bude bagikan bersama-sama. Jadi 3, 2, 1, inilah dia. Waduh, GoPay hadiah GG ini bener-bener dah gampang banget caranya.
Padahal lưới khlang cái nào đấy. Đấy.
Okay then, let's share a dance.
Hey, bắn. Spread. Comment mà anh like bro. Trời. Khơi kia chỗ đấy. Hả mà. Bóng cái tha cây đi là King Kong môi nè để tri khăn chiêng. Cây đi. King Kong khăn để tri tại vì cái mấy cái này hero ấy bảy nữa thì sao? Tẹt in team fight với sao? Vị ní bóng khao ta. Ta tật. Thằng pi ngày. Hello, Spain em, don't play chạy mắt. Đứng lên của biến đó. Nó sao sạc ta đây. Chúng nâng ở ca bạc cuốt âm game go serious complete. Cảm thấy em không được bắn. Ai có complete này chúng tôi là sponsor hoặc trong mặt to từ mệt. Ý mệt. Xe được hả? Mới là Cellcard. Rộng MLBB. Là cả lá sắp nè nâng của môi cả lá thì phê mặt hai bây giờ lá tôi bán 2 sắp của môi pech của môi lá tôi bán 230 pech dạ chỉ mấy cái tạm tôi vô mới mơ dạ mấy lần mà check Google ông bị ở Campuchia chứ mấy mới Campuchia rất hay thôi rang MLBB nhóm sao lên quá nó lấy chân lại lên là mỗi nãy cơm thật là đây mà nãy cơm miền p lại miền p lại dân thôi hạt mía trời obtain 2 piece random equipment này ta coi ok lo tôm làm hay quá đó. Lo tôm làm ấy và lên mặt ăn trời. Bạn tinh bạn bắn tay rồi. Trap ấy con này ở trên này Ông make like ở sau miền view chẳng view miền tập pe Restream copy Restream tới kẻ sau mưa free bây giờ chạy cả phim có rồi ui mình lột chạm ui chưa mà nói chiêm so đó có tài rồi lớn cho round 3 nè kìa cái nó round 3 cho chất mơ mà không bong vậy bị player nên ca lên ra tao đang tài còn tao nữa ăn lón bờ thứ hai phải xoa lại chiều con ấy bên vách sna vào đây tao bắt nó sna luôn rồi sao lòng đập chiếc chạy ok đó rồi vậy ở này phân không cân bằng được mẹ này tấm vàng này chiếc chạy all in mùi Dragon Alter đâu phải nhá. Thôi lại. Anh lên Dragon Alter sơn. Nhưng mà sư timer một ngày này tê vui được đòn. Ồ mà chẳng. Mình mở cha mau chui mưa mau chắp là bay kia mưa giờ chắp là bay oh my god giấy ấy mà che yên bút được cho lỡ bọn cá ăn là bay mẹ là bay đá là bay tí chuột cho là bay tí năng tiết ở đây shot man nhưng phải giờ lấy shot man rồi bay khăng khăng bay khăng khăng Cellcard tăng một cái bây giờ nó học bài nào bị bay một cái bay summoner ta còn nào mày chi lấy phá môi ơi mày môi vì rồi cái đó chôm không biết tập cái môi rồi là hãy roll lên hạt top early game với lên producer Nathan vào today sound flight từ xa là phở capture stop bị nắng tới lên ấy nó tiến lên ấy
Everyone's really amazing, but I won't lose.
Vì nắp cái mũi nè, bạn cái tí mà em này lại còn áo thơ sợi tranh cho các bạn ơi. Ăn lo con mày cái hiện box slot tích tới dương ở trăm ấy dương thật ra slot căn là chờ cái này tôi xa là hero của bên phía nó về là hero free via chập màn via chập màn của hero free lại play xuân tại bắt chọn là kéo đi và liền bên môn đi dáng tao từ bên Lancelot tại giờ anh tình đi sao tình bị tốt á bóc trên nhóm dịch master của mũi ពេញនេះតាទុក Chính xôn mà đấy. Nhưng mà có play beta. Bay mà ơi.
Come, let me show you my for the Gemini.
Let's show them the power of the Zodiac.
Tô tạt tìm tiên đọc đấy. Tô tạt tìm tiên. Astro muội bình. Tô tới tô mau phim lên như mà.
Watch out. Hold on tight. We're feeling out.
Everyone's really amazing. But I won't lose.
My head hurts.
Lại cho hết không? Sao mình ai bớt rồi?
Place my palace.
A hero never gives up.
I enjoyed my
No one escapes my hands.
da 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 ha.
Sạch. Con chụp sạch rồi nè anh ơi. Tôn với chụp sạch nào nè.
I can't go back.
Luôn bạn. Đầu váy to đây với ngày đó nha.
I can't go back.
Trời trang chụp sát à. So crit. Anh đang mau bị cái. Chết bầu. Biết season transfer kịp bật 2.
Let the wind guide me.
My needle is more than a doll sewing tool.
With the intent to kill.
Chạm phê là like nó khỏi dùng tô microphone tự tắt khả năng. Học đăng thai viên mạch mẹ đây ta let's see đồ. Em chưa được file bạn. Xôi mình cái vai chụp sạch chạm phê bạn cài đó bên ấy. Xe kìa. Lính phèm té. Đây bán xuân cài pin nó xuống. Tớ ban đã ơn lý đây vậy đó. Bên cái lá có thuê tiết bóng đứa chìa hai tam ơn mình lấy sạp cây bay lời nè bởi chỉ giống như flash đó hổ sao luôn hẹn đọc đi flash hổ mà 4 slot ấy cái ta so chiêm trớn mà tới so chiêm trớn cái tha lên bán che là tốc sân của ta đấy cầu ớt thử 10 mi giá ta đấy là producer ớt thử 10 mi giá đây producer lấy 10 mi giá mới thử producer tao lấy 10 môn thì giá cái đang mắc mét đang mình thử lên rồi sợ bị nhát mày em trở thành bay skill hero đặt kia tay rồi rồi thì ban lệnh pi từ xa lên bruiser substantially ta to ta lên giảm đuổi nguyên say một hai bruiser lên giảm ra defeat không trên đây người kia bạn Aurora đây nhóm tầng cao 3 đấy chỗ lên khỏi kia đó tao mang tay nhà này hết này đây ban pì đấy trộm còn đang học ám ngoạp mùi lên anh đi nè không ăn mùi chim mình so rồi một càng sàn kèm Let's go, let's go. Viên advance server bọn tôi kênh chẳng advance server tôi chỉ miên của thiên sao về đâu đang này bây giờ sao về đâu bây giờ cái line sắp hiếp mấy bị phải đôi bol này bên này Bender kia lăng smile lăng shoot đây một bạn kìa Bender kìa có mấy bạn kia ăn shoot chẳng shoot đi kìa Yeah 2 trap ណានេះ2 trap High goal ពីរលត់ហត់តកាយបែបបាន Win លំណាក់ម៉ៃជីមកថត
Leave it to me. What foresighted Koopa is. Don't underestimate me.
Barak
Hold on tight, we're peeling out.
Foresighted Koopa is.
Popol yang ba vậy bắn cục này lấy 30 mét này bạn học muối hello trong này comment đấy cái lục đã lột cho rồi làm một tiếp vật
Coordinates.
Những bơi đâu xí xăng chứ
Greetings from
bay tay ngọt phải miếng cọ giờ mình copy bạn không? Holy biểu diễn. Holy biểu đi. Trời ơi cái khá thì ăn ngọt bạn copy cho phần nó copy bạn này thế copy bay tay nhóm cho coi vậy miền Nam tàn á performance nó tinh chỉ váy bên crown đó nhưng thời ăn mà slotទៀតbạn tham bố buôn của nè về chẳng các bạn nó tôi ngọc anh copy ban sồn lôi sọt ui
Time for some needlework. We never miss a beat. I'll bring you to justice. For the Gemini.
no man tuổi nè nó bị ăn lật ủa chắc tao mau như vậy rồi trôi trên cái tọt mất hết
Experience the void. Hold on tight, we're peeling out.
và làng chiếm ở ơi
Draw your sword with the intent to kill.
mày đặt tới lẹ mượt khởi what the fuck rồi tết giờ việc chơi rồi nè
cannot evade me.
សុំកាយពីហើយដាក់ដុំហើយអីខាងក្រោយខ្ញុំចាត់
The scales are not in your favor.
ដាក់តន់ Bi coi tay off không
The stars will punish you.
Escape is futile. Draw your sword with the intent. Time for action.
ណាតាន់ឲ្យបានកាយទីទេ
Is futile.
Bear the weight of the cosmos. Get ready.
Watch it. Let the wind guide me. Again. Experience the void. What goes around comes around.
Chặt à chặt chọc chay ấy, chặt chọc chay ấy. Cái đó là bạn muốn tràn fake bông ở đấy. Sao mi đó tại style vậy? Mấy style cô lụa linh. Ôi, xuân cái bay, let's go. Tình linh cái hai rồi các bạn, linh cái bay. What the fuck?
We got the big one.
Ai thả mơ. Cái bay ra nó bay mình đi sáng cái bay mình đi. Ok, chắc nào đây một clip cùng buổi là Cellcard cùng luôn MLBB với các bạn cùng bạn hàng cùng một bích nó sắp lá cùng lại lá cùng buổi lá mặt khác tôi ban video sang làm bích thì pra ban một hai bích đang lên màn MLBB ta bên trong ta cùng lúc đấy sau đấy chúng ta có cáp chop cùng với năng cùng lúc mới lại tôi ban tập 5G bên này hai tầm mấy chop cho từ căn Cellcard app hay ai tạo nó trong link like description mình bán được cho từ căn page Cellcard thì cho nó cũng ra đến Cellcard là xa là dương phơi ca like ca bật quất âm kèm của sỉ nó mong bao cho những sống bằng để sản